Hello everyone, welcome back to another tomato sauce stream. Today we're going to be kind of talking a lot about Jump Festa. I think that's kind of be the big thing. Obviously it's going to be Christmas for some people, it's going to be nearly Christmas for others, so you know, happy holidays and all that. And we are still getting, just get through the tail end of our sickness. Probably as we sound a bit weird, we're probably still going to be like having to like mute and clear our throat and blow our nose, etc, as is pretty much expected after you've been ill. But we did get some really cool news from Jump Festa. We have got some new leaks and we have some quite interesting stuff to go over. But let's see who we have in the chat. So we have Dragson, last Merry Christmas. We have CZ, Merry Christmas folks. Welcome on in Dragson CZ. We have Kuova, Merry Christmas. We have Bronze Shine, Merry Christmas Tomato, Happy New Year, wish you good luck. I mean, I hope I have good luck, especially considering we primarily play card games. And luck always seems to be the one thing we're lacking. You know, maybe there's a few more other things in there as well, but luck's definitely up there. We have Darth Victor, Merry Christmas from here because it's Christmas. Well, I hope you're having a good Christmas so far, Victor. Sadly, can't stay because having Christmas lunch in like 2 minutes. Well, I hope you have a lovely Christmas lunch if you are even still here. Bronze's Duke. I see. You're one of those multi-accounters, aren't we? We have Corono. Hey. Hello, Corono. Welcome on in. I'm joining the whole stream today. Ooh. Well, that's the thing. Because it's Christmas Eve, some people, that means I'm going to be busy all day. I'm going to be with family, etc. Got to travel to wherever they're going, etc. Right? And for other people, it means they've got the day off work, so they're just about, right? So it's kind of a mix and match of like, there'll be a lot more people here versus there'll be a lot less people here. So it'll probably just end up evening out, all things considered. But I guess we'll just hop straight in and go over some of the latest news. So we didn't stream on Thursday because we were very ill and we realistically wouldn't have been able to. But a lot of information did come out, first of which was the Forbidden and Limited list, which was, you know, it exists. There wasn't a huge impact from this list, right? So, like, the speed stuff, I don't think, realistically, this changes much. The rush stuff, like, Phoenix Dragon to 1 is, like, it's fine. I don't know if I would want to use this over Rice Terrace, especially in the current meta, but it's an option. I mean, in my prediction/wishlist video, I really wanted this to go to limit 2, which meant we could actually use a copy without gimping ourselves. Unfortunately, that is not how this has gone, so not the best thing in the world, unfortunately. Tomato, Where Pro. Hello, Cyclone. We're not even signed in. What are you talking about, Where's Pro? You crazy boy. I'm excited for your info, Tomato. Well, hopefully they get some good info. Let's put it that way. We have Limit 2, Dragon's Fortitude. I mean, again, like, you maybe play one copy of this card. I don't even think it's that worth it, if I'm being totally honest. In some situations, it's fantastic. And in a lot of situations, it's kind of mid. So, Are you excited about Rituals and Rush? Yes, very excited about Rituals and Rush. I am really hoping that because we don't have enough information, right? Right now, we've seen one Ritual monster, one Ritual spell, and we have announced one more Ritual monster. And that's it. That's everything we've got so far, right? Hello, Tomato Sesso. Hello, Giorfio. Welcome on in. We have Murathan. What's this band list? What is this? Band list looks bad. I mean, yeah, we're just going over, like, what happened, because we weren't here on Thursday, so we thought we'd just, like, cover it quickly. Star Restart is a huge one. A lot of people actually thought Star Restart was going to get hit. And a lot of people were quite happy to see Star Restart hit. I think Star Restart to 3... I would have been happy with this, personally, like really happy, if we had also limit 3'd a Metarian card. I think that's all it would have taken for me to be happy with Star Restart to 3. As is, this stops Metarian from using Ghost Cyclone. And that's it. And that deck is still, like, just absolute trash to play against. Like, I actually hate the Metarian deck. Again, primarily because of type change beam. But like, if we had hit, you know, reactor to 3, at least that means it hurts that deck. Even if it's just a little slap on the wrist, it still hurts the deck, right? I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Dwan's in the chat. Hello, hello, Dwan. Zaki boys here. Let's go. Void Velg still untouched. I mean, they got like a slap on the wrist. They got the Star Transfer hit. They also got the please don't play Ghost Cyclone, right? At which point, it's like, who is playing Ghost Cyclone, right? Who is Ghost Cyclone for? If we keep giving everyone a limit 3, but we've also limit 3'd the Ghost Cyclone, right? It's a bit of a weird back and forth, right? Yeah, the other ritual is a vanilla. Well, we don't know if it will 100% still be a vanilla. Like, it's almost guaranteed, right? We're like 99% sure it will be a vanilla. But, like, there's a chance they change it, right? Like, we don't know for surezies until we actually see the card. Starry Start is now forbidden. Not really. Decks are still playing this card. It's just a little bit awkward now. I don't know, it doesn't get OP support. Why would you ever go into it? Well, yeah. It depends, right? There's a lot of cards that do little bits and bobs. Like, in Rush specifically, we haven't got anything super impactful yet. The most we have is, like, when you go into a vanilla version of, like, a fusion, you get, like, a bonus effect, like Pop a Guy, or I think there's the Gaia one, which lets you bring back a vanilla from the graveyard, so there's, like, reasons to have them. At least Rush Duel Ritual come from Extra. I'm excited about that. Yes, and that was actually confirmed, which is now really, really exciting that we do now know that they are going to be from the Ritual deck. Yami Ruler Bros, hello! Ray, welcome on in. Yeah, unfortunately, Yami Ruler, I get it, right? Floodgate bad, but at the same time, deck's doing nothing. Let it have its toys for a bit, right? Metarion only getting Star Restart hit feels really good as a Metarion main. I think the problem for me is Metarion's game plan is fine. The Metarion gameplay loop is fine. Type Change Beam, just letting you OTK your opponent out of nowhere and being able to just easily, like, dismantle your opponent's board without any thought whatsoever, that's what I don't like. So for me, Type Change Beam should be actually banned. The very least, it should be limit 1. If we're not going to do either of those, then we need to hit the deck in some other way, which would have been reactor to 3. Since we didn't do any of that, it now is just we're back in, like, frustrating Metarion meta again. Now, I'm not saying that means Metarion's going to be the best deck. I'm not saying that means Metarion's going to win everything, because that's just not true, right? It's just factually inaccurate. But it is a frustrating deck to play against. And I feel like every meta, there's one deck that you go, oh, this meta would be fantastic if that deck wasn't here. And again, it's not fair to say Metarion is that deck, but I think it is fair to say Type Change Beam is that card. So if we just got rid of that, it would be fine, personally. But Yami Ruler didn't play Restart, just run 3 Restoration, best card. Yami Ruler did run Restart in some builds, but primarily the big one that was hit by the Star Restart as, like, collateral was, like, Heroes. Because Heroes was playing this card, and a lot of builds were playing some Star Restart and some Ghost Cyclone. But I don't think the majority were playing both. It was kind of you either on Star Restart or Ghost Cyclone. So it doesn't even really hurt that deck either. Don't talk to me, I don't know who you are. Star Restart Reactor at 3, it feels like it would kill Metarion. Well, one, I don't think that's true. I think a big part of Metarion right now is that it is too consistent. The only time Metarion ever seems to not get everything they need is when they don't find Fusion. So, like, I don't think that would be a big deal personally. And when you think about it, we've just had the Psychic deck absolutely ripped a new one by having a load of their cards put to limit 3. And that deck's still doing fine. So, like, I think it's safe to say Metarion would probably do the same. Speed leak. Yeah, we'll be getting to the speed leak in a little bit, Kim friend, but welcome. We got Ursus in the chat as well. Hello. Ants play Ghost Cyclone. Ants do play Ghost Cyclone. The one insect deck that did have ants in it did play that card, I'll tell you that. Droplet coming. Unlimited Insect Rampage. One of these days. At the very least, they should move it to 2, right? Still not confirmed. Speed leak. Check Japanese leaks. Forgot Japanese website's name. Tomato is weak here. Valley, are you trying to get, like, timed out? Is that what you're, like... Because I can time you out. That's fine. Just ask and it can happen. What can you say about Go Rush last year Yu-Gi-Oh! Series anime? Quite a lot. I don't think we need to go into a tangent right now. Is that Griffin Blaze in the chat? Hello, 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 Mr. Tomato. We got Beam in the chat. Hello. Are we ritual summoning from the extra deck chat? Yes, we are. I can DM you. Candy live to limit 1. So I said in my wishlist video that I wanted Candy Live to go to limit 2. And I thought that was a fair hit, personally. A lot of people were like, no, that would absolutely kill the deck. And I'm like, I don't even know if it would. Like, you have ways to recycle it. People are now playing more like start than ever. You could just keep putting it back in. I don't think it would actually be that big of a deal, personally. Obviously, the big change of that now, like, if we were going with the current list, would be that you would still only have 1 copy, or you'd be forced off of negate attack. Which, if they wanted to force you off of negate attack, I think that'd be the best way to do it, because you can't play the deck without 2 live, really. Is it fusion 2 times? Okay, thanks much. Psychic says so. Still tier 1, let's go. I think it's pretty safe to say that Psychic is tier 1 still, right, realistically. No rush content. Hey, Tomato, can you show us a clip of Udius Ritual Summon? I mean, potentially. I don't want to get, like, too spoilery, but now, like, it's all been announced and stuff, that's fine. Sakadetsu's in the chat. Hello, Mr. Tomato. Merry Christmas to everyone here. Merry Christmas, Sakadetsu. Hope you're having a great day. NPC in my speed duel just played Time Machine PTSD activated. Rest in peace. Tomato, can I sub? No. No, you can't, Valley. No. I forgot to say hi. Insect balls. But hello, Ray. I mean, you know, we really said hello to you, but welcome. Alright, let's get through the rest of this list. So Star Translator 3 is, again, basically it's don't play Ghost Cyclone in Dark Galaxy. This also now sets, like, us up for a future hit if Dark Galaxy need one, right? Like, if we get another wave of support, like with the Zuijo Retrain, or like Rerun. And maybe one of those cards could be, like, pre-limit 3'd if they want to do that. I don't think they would, but, like, nah. Jamp Check from 2 to 3. This makes sense. Jamp Check is, like, it's too good, right? Jamp Check is actually kind of busted. And I think it does make sense to have this card basically unplayable. Like, it sucks because there's so many Psychic cards you just can't use now. We basically can't use Magical. We can't use Jamp Check. We are finding it hard to fight room for, like, Melody or Star Restart. We're kind of like, there's this tug of war going back and forth of, like, do we go the 1-1-1 split or do we go the 2-1 split? And then it's like 2-1 in which direction. It's like, it's very awkward. But Jamp Check is definitely a card worthy of being limit 3. Let's put it that way. I want to enjoy without ads. Well, then you're going to have to sub with your own money, I'm afraid, Valley. That's just how this goes. A Translator 3, a hit to my 0-gem Galaxy deck. Rest in peace. Realistically, we're never going to use Check again. I think Miracle should come off. Also, hi. Hello, Pro Manicist. Welcome. Yeah, Check. If Check did come off the list, like, in future, right? So let's say, I don't know, we get, like, 2 more waves of support. And we've power crept absolutely everything, so it doesn't matter. We unlimit Jamp Check, right? You would then go back and put it in the deck, because Check is just that good. But is that ever going to happen? Probably not. So Check is still, like, absolutely fantastic, but there's no way you play it over any of the other limit 3s, right? And we also probably should fix this as well, because we're not actually in... where are you? Where is the setting gone? Here it is. There we go. Streamer mode on. There we go. Get rid of those annoying noises. There we go. Is that Hikari the Goat in the chat? Welcome on in, Hikari. We were just going over the Rush Duel ban list and kind of our thoughts about it. Check is bullshit. It is completely busted. This card is actually nuts. Again, if this card was, like, unlimited, you would just play this at 3, right? You wouldn't even think about it. It's so good. But it's fine, right? The deck got basically Star Restart has now been like chewed up a little bit because we've kind of got back to the original Psychic build, like the first one people were playing around with, but we've had the Magical Miracles taken out. Because I really liked the Magical Miracle build personally. Like, I thought it was really fun. And I thought that its ceiling was pretty good. You could like pull off like really efficient OTK combos. But Starry Start is just really good, and so is Melody. And realistically, they're going to be the cards jostling for the position. You need at least one bear, so that's kind of the environment we now find ourselves in, right? They're going to release more Psychics that are limit 3 in the future. Check will never be used again. Well, you know, they could unhit it at some point, right? But I think it'll be way in the distant future. All right, rush cards to be unlimited. So Seahorse Carrier, now unlimited. So this is about time, right? Now, unfortunately, we've kind of already gone past Aqua being good, right? Aqua had their little bit of playability. We did see them pop up a little bit, and they were pretty cool. But at the time, a lot of people actually just swapped. They wanted both their Seahorses, so that we stopped using negate attack. So it almost felt like Aquas got punished even when it was their turn to be like semi-good. Like, it wasn't like anything crazy, right? But they did win a few tournaments, they did get some tops. This is like nice, but like it's probably too little too late. I don't really see Aqua ever being meta relevant again without a busted skill. Because like the deck is like, it's fine. But without a really good skill, the deck is never going to be good into set 3 pass. They never get any tool to deal with that. The only thing they're really going to get in the future is more tools to like draw cards and like modify attack and defense. I don't think this is ever really going to do much anymore. Ace Breaker is an interesting one. Again, I don't know if this will do anything. If you're able to maintain Ace Breaker, like you're able to protect it with like trap cards, it can be really, really strong. Because the main like appeal of this card is you can destroy any face-up monster. So you can pop a Maximum, you can pop a Fusion. That's all. It's all fine and dandy. The cost is still very steep, and it can't pop face-down cards. If this could pop face-down cards, this could actually realistically impact the meta in quite a big way. But then you don't even need that because you have the Mirror Innovator. So it's like, it's a cool card. I don't know if it's realistically going to see any play. It probably won't. Then there's Reverie. Reverie's like, again, fine. There's nothing like insane about it. Again, I don't think this is going to see any competitive play. Wilhelm, maybe. Maybe there's something with Wilhelm. I don't know. I think even when Wilhelm was seeing tournament results in the Blue Eyes deck, I think that was a remnant of the time and the meta when it happened. I don't think that would happen now. Shoot Hydron, we did see a Cyburst get top 8 in yesterday's tournament. So there is a chance. There's a chance here. Plus, we've also seen a steep decline of Light Galaxy. And if Light Galaxy is out of the picture, that makes this deck seem a lot stronger. Just because, unfortunately for the Cyburst deck, a lot of their guys, in fact, all of their guys, have 0 or 100 defense. Which, in the face of Meteor Charge, basically means they are food. So, this is probably the best chance that Cyburst is going to have without an injection of new cards. So, yeah, maybe. Spark Hearts, again, this isn't doing anything. Necroman, realistically, isn't doing anything. And then Leo is fine. Leo has a bit of an issue where the best way to use this card is with Ancient Gear Golem. And Ancient Gear Golem isn't searchable unless you use the Legend Draw skill. So, like, the impact this card can have is very, like, diminished. Now, you can use this in, like, the Machine Good Stuff list, and it can be okay in that. So, you know, there is something there. I don't think this is a bad unlimit. I think this probably has the most potential. Like, it's between this and Shoot Hydron for, like, actually doing anything in this meta. So, I think this is probably fine. Even Maximums aren't that scary right now. Well, tell that to the Insect deck. Oh, Larry. Well, at least some of the Cyburst has finally lost its limited card. I mean, that's something. We're basically unhitting all the stuff that was Limit 2, which was deliberately there to stop people from playing Negate Attack to try and hit the best decks. So we've just kind of undone that. I don't think we need to worry about any of that. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the Jump Festa 8th Anniversary Main Box and Structure Deck announced. So, the big thing here, we got these 2 new cards, right? We got Rainbow Neos. Rainbow Neos is... it's kind of an asshole card, but at the same time, it's also, like... a little bit slow, I guess. So, like, But... obviously, we have the skill to go with it. So, it'll be interesting to see what we can do with this card. And then for Rush, obviously, we have Pot of Greed. Now, Pot of Greed is a good card. In a vacuum, Pot of Greed is fantastic in Rush. The problem is we currently have so many skills, so many abilities that put cards into our graveyard. We have so few that we really want to use to put them back into our deck. So, right now, Avarice is just going to be better than Pot of Greed, unless your deck already shuffles back from the graveyard constantly. So, by that logic, Pot of Greed probably not going to be super duper useful immediately, just because Avarice exists. But Pot of Greed is still really, really good, right? When we get to the point where we have enough shufflers and millers to, like, keep their constant, like, resource engines going, then that's when Pot of Greed will shine. But again, this card will get sort of power crept by Graceful Charity. It's not really, but Graceful Charity tends to have more use cases in Rush than Pot of Greed, because although the +1 is really, really valuable, unfortunately, going through your deck, finding the correct combo pieces, and putting things in the graveyard that you want to be there is generally a lot more valuable in Rush. That's just kind of how it goes. Pot of Greed in Machine Good stuff is fine. Yeah, I think that's basically it. That's going to be the one home this card probably finds, right? So then we had the Speed Structure Deck, Armed Neos Thunder, which is like... Like, it's heroes. Heroes are cool. But, like, I don't know. This isn't, like, super interesting to me, personally. I think it'll be fun to watch people play with these cards, but I'm not excited to play with them myself. You know what I mean, right? Then we have our new box. We'll be going over that in a little bit, so we won't touch on this too much. Then there's the special sets. Again, we'll be touching on that in a minute, so we won't go over that too much. Then we had a tier list update, which, again, there wasn't really much here. It was just kind of comments on new cards, right? So I don't know why this comes under a tier list update if the tier list isn't getting updated. Like, I almost feel like there should be like a different section for this, personally. But yeah, whatever. Heroes are whale bait. I mean, a lot of archetypes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are whale bait. So let's read these. So JVZ said, I'm hopeful for the new box and the cards that coming with it, but I can't see any of the new cards or decks beating Predaplant. As long as Predaplant have Hydra, any monster-based disruption is tributed away for free. Only time can tell what will become of these new cards. And then Jorfia said, I think Invoked Mechaba is the most overrated card of the revealed new cards, and this is a sentiment I've seen echoed a lot. The Invoked engine is meant to work together with other strategies, and being set to limit 1 means you cannot play this everywhere. For example, Fleur decks can't use both Mechaba and Wolfeat. Some people might see this as working well as Shadow, but Invocation doesn't have any great synergy with them, because you can only efficiently summon Invoked Fusions, meaning you now need to draw Alistair the Invoker and a Shadow Fusion spell in order to go full combo. Also, the full Shadow turn 1 was already enough to beat 90% of the meta, even without Mechaba, so I don't see this as a relevant boost for the deck. What I kind of see happening with Invoked Mechaba is, 1, being very free-to-play friendly, right? If you can just get your hands on this, which you can get as a bundle, a lot of the Invoked stuff now is just, you can just get it with box chips, right? So it's kind of like, you can just pick that up, just have it as like a very easy to play, free to play friendly kind of thing. I don't think it's going to be like super competitive, but this could be something you splash in rogue decks, you know, to just kind of have an extra turn 1 board, I guess. Which I think that's where we'll see it. I don't think this is going to be like breaking into the tier list necessarily, but it will be making more rogue decks have extra tools, which I guess is always a nice thing, right? And then Dwan says, I believe Tri-Brigade Shurag the Ominous Omen has the potential to impact the meta. Its ability to banish a card without targeting is a strong form of removal. For instance, it can banish Nightingale, made with Cobalt Sparrow. Additionally, When sent to the graveyard, it can search a tri-type monster with a level less than or equal to the number of your banished tri-type monsters, offering follow-up or disruption, such as DD Crow. So that's pretty cool. Now, the only, like, issue with this is going to be... You're going to have, like, specific setup, right? Because the card we're going to be using to make this... I mean, I guess we'll cover this in a sec, in the leaks, which we're going to go and have a look at. But the card we're going to be using to make this, typically, is going to be the Revolt, right? So, special summon a number of Beast Warrior, and or Wing Beast monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Negate their effects, then immediately after this card resolves, link summon a Tri-Brigade monster using only those monsters. So, you're going to have to get a setup of, you know, just make a bunch of Tri-Brigade stuff. Because we can't just use 4, like, effect monsters, right? Because we don't have 4 slots, right? So we have to make link monsters somewhere along the line, realistically. Which is, like, fine. Like, that's not going to be an issue for the deck. But, like, it's just... It's a weird quirk of only having 3 monster zones. That sometimes you will get into these weird situations. But again, it's a trap card anyway, right? So you're going to have to set it for a turn anyway. So it's like, whatever. Now, Jay doesn't know of the ominous omen. Who said hero? I mean, do we think heroes are going to do, like, anything at all? I feel like it's going to be, like, a fun meme deck. Alright, well, let's go through this box then. Let's go through this box. Because again, we don't have, like, guarantees. Let's hit a refresh to see if there has been any changes. It looks like they haven't. So, again, this isn't, like, 100% confirmed this is the box. But there is a skill leaked for hero, so... Yeah, but the skill is, like... It's like search Super Poly, get out Rainbow, or you can get out Armed... Like, Armed Neos, right? It's like, I don't remember the skill looking, like, crazy. But we'll have to see. But this box is a bit weird, right? We got some Crystal Beast stuff, and not much of it. We got a little bit of Crystal Beast stuff, which is, like, fine. I don't underestimate the power of glue. I mean, glue is pretty strong. Then we've got E-Emergency Call as, like, the only elemental hero card in this box, which is... So... This isn't inherently a terrible thing, right? In terms of, it's just an extra hero support card, here you go. But this only really works because we have a structure deck for heroes coming out at the same time. So you can kind of go, they're like tangentially connected, right? But then this is a UR in a main box. So if you want to play heroes and you've just got this like structure deck, which they'll probably give you a copy for free, right? Then you're going to be like, well, now I need to go through the main box 3 times just so I can get the important starter for the deck. I don't know. It sucks. It sucks so bad. I hate that this is in here, especially because it's the only hero card. There's not even any other hero like support in this box whatsoever. But yeah, it is what it is. Then we got Gizmek Orochi. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Gizmek Orochi is like a really cool card. And we did get a skill that basically did foreshadow we were getting this. Hero players just accepting their fate, lambs to the slaughter, rest in peace. Co-money, exactly. And I think that's what annoys me about this box, is this is, like, this UR lineup specifically is the most, like, they're gonna have to come in this box 3 times if they want all these really good cards. And it's like, come on, bro. Yeah, Gizmek Orochi. This card is in your hand or graveyard. Quick effect, you can banish 8 cards from your deck face down, special summon this card. You can banish 3 cards from your extra deck face down, target 1 face-up monster on the field, destroy it. You can only use 1 effect per turn once that's done. So, like, it's an okay card. I don't realistically know if this is going to work in the Duel Links meta and the Duel Links landscape we currently find ourselves in. Like, individually, this card's fine, right? In a limited format, this card is bonkers. But is this going to make an impact in speed? Realistically, I don't know. Then there's Fractal, which, again, this is a weird choice, right? Because Shurig would usually be the UR. But it's very obvious why Shurig is the SR, because you only need 1 Shurig. You're going to need 3 Fractal. So you want to play Tri-Brigade, you gotta go through the box 3 times. And, like, it's the most shameless, like, the only reason this is like this is to get people to go through the box more times. Like, move of all time. It is actually so, like, shameless. It is actually just shameless. And then, again, Chamber Dragon Maid. Now, to be fair, Chamber Dragon Maid is a fantastic card, right? But, again, House Dragon Maid is right here. Right? This should be in the Ultra Rare slot. Chamber should be in the Super Rare slot. But no, you're probably going to want to play multiple Chamber Dragon Maid. You probably only need one House Dragon Maid. So we got to make you go through the box so many times. It's like, bruh. I suppose the other thing is Chamber Dragon Maid did see play in other decks. Like, off the top of my head, it saw, like, Dragon Link play. I mean, so did, you know, Remus, who's also there. But, like, yeah, Remus again. It's basically the same thing, right? So we just had the Dragoon box. So, like, you could have just put it in there. But no, we're going to put it as a UR in the next main box so that all of the people that just went through the, like, Dragon, what was it, deck build box or whatever? And then, like, no, you got to go to this. I don't know. To be fair, you could try to get equal Franktail Chamber ×3 and the rest of the URs are very mid. I mean, yeah. I hate that they added Infinity into Mechaba to this game. Why adding Cancerous Negates from TCG to here? So it's going to be a little bit of a lot of things, right? So first off, we're going to want every single card in the game. Second, if we do bring in cards that do end up being problematic, we can just ban them. There is a rather robust Duel Links ban list, so like that's fine, right? I don't think that's the end of looks like we have just hit ads, so we're just gonna like we're gonna chill until the ads go away. I think that's so what we did do as well. We'll just talk about this like briefly since we're not going to go through the box anymore for the next like minute and a half. We basically want to get rid of our pre-roll ads, and the only way to get rid of pre-rolls is to bump the number of like ads when you show ads up to a minute 30, which means usually what we were doing was 30-minute ads or 30-second ads even. So now we've gone from 30 seconds to 1 minute 30 seconds. Which, again, got rid of the pre-rolls, which, theoretically, pre-rolls are more annoying. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one, but we have done that, and I think it's only fair that we just, like, wait the ads out rather than, like, continuing to talk about the box, so... Can money think Christmas gifts make us millionaires? Well, that's the thing. When Christmas rolls around, typically, you have less money, right? Because you spend money, and when you receive gifts, they usually won't be in the form of money, so you won't actually have it. All right, 5 seconds till everyone's back. Oh. Welcome back, anyone that got hit with the ads. We were patiently waiting for you. But, yeah, Remus, again, it's a Dragon Link card. I don't even know, I assume this will see play in Dragoonity, right? So, like, yeah. Thank God we play Rush. A lot of people have flashbacks from TCG. That's why they're scary, but that's completely fine. I mean, DDD get their rank 6, and it won't do a lot. Yeah, it's a weird one. There's a lot of decks that in the TCG are really, really strong. Then they come over to Duel Links, and you go, you don't have a skill, so you're crap. Now, there are some exceptions to that, right? Like, the big one for me is going to be Unchained. Unchained did see a lot of success despite not having a real skill. So, like, it can happen, but a lot of the time it comes down to, is your skill broken? Then you get to play. Is your skill not broken? Then you're rogue at best, right? That's kind of how it always ends up feeling. Rush devs could never. Says he won't yap because of ads, starts yapping immediately. We were talking about non-box related things, Pro Manicus. Come on, brother. Rush in TCG when? I mean, one of these days. One of these days. It's probably never going to happen at this point. I think we're so past the point of them being able to release it. Obviously, they can do whatever they want. They can release it if they want to, whenever. But I think logically and from like a business standpoint, you find yourself in a weird spot because you want to do competitive events and like marketing all at the same time, ideally. You'd want to catch the English player base up to the Japanese player base, like, as soon as possible. That means, like, accelerated release schedule. Then there's the fact that early Rush was, like, multiple tiers. There are so many reasons to not bring Rush out physically, and I think that's what kind of annoys me, because, like, I really want it, right? Chat, do we have anything to link off kit into? Do we need Fractal even more, frick? We have all base Tri-Brigade, 4 links, and Revolt. That's not what I mean. Do we have a link 1 for kit, so kit becomes a starter? I mean, not really, right? We only have link Aribo, so Fractal is even more important. But hey, we have Ancient Warrior links. Scummy Konami. Or Komani. Is 20 card deck with Tenki, and reminder, we have Tenki skill, so 1 to 2 Fractal is enough. At this point, it's like Konami is waiting for Rush Duel to be #1 in Japan before they try release it worldwide. It's a weird situation. Because again, there are so like I said, there are so many reasons to not release it over here that I think that's all they're thinking about is like, well, there's very few benefits and a lot of, like, problems that could arise. It could also just not sell, right? Just because it's doing, like, okay in Duel Links, which it's not even doing, like, crazy good in Duel Links, doesn't mean it will sell physically, right? That's just not how that works, unfortunately. As much as I would love it to come out, the longer we go without it, the more I'm thinking it's not going to happen, and that just makes me sad. But then we have... Salvarus, who is, I believe this is not a new card, right? This is a card we already have. Or is it not? Is this actually a new card? I thought this was the other one. Okay, so this is a different hand trap one, right? When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a monster you control, quick effect, discard this card to negate the activation. When your opponent special summon a monster, put this card to the hand, negate the special summon. So usually you're just going to use it for this, typically. It's neat. It's a target negate, I guess. This is a little bit more versatile in some ways than, like, Veiler, I guess, because this can work on spells and traps. What else we got? We got Kit. You know, Kit's pretty good. I hope Tri-Brigade does end up being pretty good, but, like, I feel like Tri-Brigade has so many weaknesses that I don't know how well it's actually going to perform. Dragon Maid is in a similar boat, where I would like it to be good, but I just don't think it's going to be. Like, Dragon Maid, like, does some cute stuff, but I feel like... I think both of these decks will see play, right? They'll both see play. There'll be people playing these in tournaments. We will see them get representation. Do I think they're going to beat the best decks in the format, right? Do we think they're going to be beating Predaplant, Ghost Trick, Infernoble Knight, Lyrolus, Star Seraph? I don't think they'll consistently beat them, personally. Is Rush IRL still outside of Japan? Yeah, it is in some... I think it's in China, potentially. It's definitely in Korea, I'll tell you that much. Suaverus is Dark Fluid buff, for real, for real. Well, Dwan, you are the Dark Fluid Whisperer, so... searchable as well. Even in TCG, I make people trigger so much because I use him in Libromancer/Voiceless. Let me check... that ritual stats. You mean this lovely 26-28? Reveal Solvarus and Dark Fluid skill to search mining, then try to Veiler me now. You think it's just a 3 of a Dark Fluid or not, considering how badly Dark Fluid's bolt to Veiler. A Predator with searchable Hydra is a pain in the ass for combo decks. Well, the thing is, most decks are going to be combo decks, right? I suppose, actually, looking at this meta... maybe this isn't such a combo off meta as maybe you would usually think. It's not searchable with Melody. Rip. Insert Bernie meme. I'm once again asking for more Tenyi support/skills. But yeah, I think... overall... Dragon Maids, I think, aren't going to do fantastic. I think the deck can definitely win games, but, like, its turn on board is not going to be anything, like, too insane. Its turn 2 board is also, it's going second, is also not going to be like super duper crazy. Invoked is again going to be a fun deck and quite free to play friendly. I think that's going to be about the beginning and end of it. Tri-Brigade actually has some potential. I think this deck could be good. But I think you'd really have to like cook hard with it because I think it has too many like outs that will just shut this deck down. And then we get to like incantations. Now I've always been a big fan of the incantations, but incantations on their own probably not very good. You really want to couple this with like another tribute archetype, so it's like we don't really have like the best options for that right now. Like I'm trying to think what you would actually put this with right now, like realistically, and without a skill as well. It's not Social Melody. It is a good card for decks that end on Herald. It doesn't if you have combo play around Veiler. I'll probably play 2 to 3 Sauravis just to have more ways to play through it. You must use Preparation of Rites in before the next tier 1 is Necros. I mean, Necros de Fleur was a thing for a little bit, right? Incantation, my beloved. Ritual Enjoyers, rise up. Preparation, only add level 6 or lower. Incantation, gaming. And you don't really do the Ibli combo through Veiler, but with Sauravis you can. Level 7 and lower. Also, Ritual Spell from Grave. Incantation, need Chaos Max. Cyber Angel. I mean, Vendread. Why did you get... Did you get censored, Sakadetsu? Did the bot censor Ven? I don't know if Ven means something in a different language. Cyber Angel, there are options. We do have skill for incantation. It's called Revolution de Fleurs. I mean, yeah. The one skill solves all, right? No, we don't. Chaos Max OTK. We do have Chaos Max. Do we have Chaos Max? So we don't have Chaos Max. There's a lot of cards we don't have, right? Like we don't have Drytron, right? Which would be another potential one, but I don't even think you'd play Chalice Limes in Drytron. I mean, overall, this box is weird. Like, realistically, this is the Tri-Brigade / like Dragon Link box. Is kind of how I look at it. With like an Elemental Hero card that you have to go in to get. Again, Sauravis is like pretty cool. Like Dwan's been saying in chat, all the different stuff you can do with it, which is like nice. Chaos Max from skill only. Ah, I see. Well, there we go then. Then we're getting Mechaba. Again, Mechaba is like annoying, but again, like in sealed, this card's pretty busted. I don't know if it's gonna do a ton in... I don't think this is going to do a ton, personally. We'll have to wait and see. Again, in rogue decks, this would be fantastic. Like, the gold and, like, platinum ranks, right? They're going to be, like, going nuts with Mechaba, right? Is a mixed lore archetype box. Dragon, Gizmek, Invoke, Crystal, and Ritual. I mean, yeah, but, like, in terms of, like, meta impact, I don't know how much it's really going to have, right? And then we just got like some skill updates and then just like some other stuff down there. None of this is particularly important. This is just cosmetics. I mean, like this map is kind of hard. I think that's kind of it. I don't think we need to worry about the rest of it. Overall, I think, again, Tri-Brigade could be potentially pretty good. Dragon Maid will be like fine. Invoked is probably the other big one. Elemental Hero, I don't know if that'll actually be like relevant. Crystal Beast stuff, I don't know enough about Crystal Beast to know if this will do anything. I'm leaning towards no. Normal Summon Invoker, make Magistus Link 1. Fusion, make Mechaba, set 2 pass. We saw Yuya new skill. Yeah, I mean, we already knew about the skill though, didn't we? Which is... Wow, it's not in this section. But I guess the next thing we'll talk about is the level cap increase. So this card has, for me, ruined any hype that we had for level cap increase. Like, Battle Royale mode joining. This is a reference to, if anyone hasn't watched Arc V. In Arc V, they had like special Battle Royale duels where you could take a penalty of 2,000 life points and then join into the duel after it had already started. So, you know, you'll just like jump in with half life and then just draw your opening hand of 5 and just like play. This is like a reference to that. Now, the issue is that all of the people from the Fusion Dimension, Sora Purse, Dennis Macfield, they all have this card instead of like anything for their own archetype, which is so disappointing. Like, it's so sad that they've done that. Is that humongous? Yeah, level cap was disappointing. Cap increase equals gems, that's it. I mean, yeah, but like they could, like, this is cool, right? Time Star Magician. I'm happy to have Time Star Magician, right? Once per turn, you can detach next season's material from this card, add 1 card. Is that a follow from Lady Jasmine of Olvine? Thank you so much for the follow. But you can attach next season's material from this card, add to your hand a Dark Spellcaster monster from your deck, graveyard, or face up from your extra deck, which is, yeah, that's pretty good. Once per turn, if a Pendulum monster card in your monster zone or Pendulum zone be destroyed by card effect, you can set a spell card monster from your deck to the graveyard instead. So this is a really cool, like, card for this deck, like for the Pendulum Magician deck. But then, like, everything else is, like, so whatever. Like, most of this stuff is just kind of eh. It's like, especially when you don't even give us, like, new cards. Like, right, we got DDD, Wave High King Caesar, which is, like, it's cool. I've always been a big DDD guy. Like, I like DDDs. Just immediately limit 1 on him. I'm just like, bruh. Noble is Spellcaster Magician. Yeah. Yuya, Declan, Yuto, and Zuzu is worth farming. I mean, I don't know how good DDDs are going to be with Wave High King Caesar. I don't imagine they're going to be, like, crazy. But, like, I mean, I'll take anything, right? But again, like Sora said, the main thing we're getting is 450 gems per character, which is nice. I mean, yeah. I just don't see DDD as suddenly, like, breaking out and being, like, insane, right? But. Now we're going to talk about some of the stuff that was announced at Jump Festa. We've got to get through all of this new and exciting news, so we're just going to, like, plow on through. Yeah, Limit 1 is tough for Declan gamers. Hey, Tomato, are you excited for GX Remastered? Not really. Realistically, it's not going to do any... It's just going to be the same show again, right? It's going to be Japanese only, and it's going to be in 1080p. And it's like, it's whatever, right? 3 Abyss Actor Clown is funny now. Oh, yeah. Abyss Actors is a cool deck. I do quite like Abyss Actors. High King doesn't change anything. Not a consistent way of summoning him. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna try Caesar in BAs using Dark Adjuster skill. Okay, I mean, that could be cool. Beatrice is a card, so it's not gonna be great, but you know. But yeah, we got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles anime announced, which again, calling this an anime might be a bit too high a praise. Basically, we're going to be getting like 10-minute episodes, like once a month. And then to go alongside that, we're getting product to go with it, right? So we're going to get this, which is the Duelist Advance OCG box. So the first core booster pack for the fiscal year of 2025 Duelist Advance will release on April 26th. Pack includes incredibly powerful new themes, as well as cards that power up existing popular themes, and will also include cards related to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game The Chronicles, the promotional short anime series starting in April. So, like, we're expecting to get what? Sky Striker and, like, Albaz and Dogmatica support. So, like, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Especially since, like, we're basically making very expensive adverts for this that are going to be 10 minutes long. So, like, be interesting to see where this goes. There's not really a lot to say about this, right? Like, I'm sure the actual short anime episodes will be good. Having support for those is also kind of nice. That's neat. It would be nice if Rush got something similar, but it's not going to, realistically. Hello, Toti. Welcome, welcome. No, we've only just started. We've only, well, I say that we've been going for like 50 minutes. How have we been going for 50 minutes? We've barely done anything. All right, we're going to go on to the next thing. All right, so we're getting into the rush stuff now. The only rush thing we've covered so far was Pot of Greed. Now we're getting into the big rush stuff. So dig up a wealth of fusions with the Red Eyes Pluto Dragon. So we're getting a new Red Eyes card, basically. Look at him. Look at how beautiful he is. Unfortunately, like, let's try and zoom out a bit. There we go. Look at this guy. Now this is a good looking card. Now, obviously it's overrush, so it's coming out of the art of the frame, which I think always looks really nice. It's got the lovely gold text, which is just so peak. Now, obviously its stats are kind of weak, but this is basically like a combo piece, right? So we can, it's a level 7, 2000 attack, 1200 defense requirement. During the turn this card was normal summoned, fusion summon a dark or fire non-effect monster by shuffling monsters from your field or your graveyard into the owner's decks as material. So the best way to do this is going to be to just tribute 2 monsters to get this out. I don't know if there's a better way to cheat this out, but then you'll just fuse from your graveyard. So this is like a miracle fusion on a level 7 body, which is like, but it looks cool, right? Again, until we actually get all of the reveals and I actually sit there and try and build the deck myself, I don't know how this is going to actually unfold, but it could potentially be pretty cool. Do you get back to 5? I got it. Maybe I don't remember. We could shave Force and Raid Raptors. I'm super excited to see the new type of Overrush Rare, the Overrush Rare Black Edition. Yeah, I hope they're going to be good, but I don't expect it to be. Let's put it that way. So then we have more Red Eyes support. Peer into the stars with the Red Eyes support. So the first one we're going to look at is Red Eyes Jupiter Dragon to go along with Pluto. So that seems to be a naming convention we're going to get. So level 4, 1200, 1200 is fine. During your main phase, this card was normal or special summoned. Excavate the top 4 cards of your deck and reveal them. You can choose one Red Eyes Pluto Dragon or Red Eyes Moon Dragon among them and send them and add them to the hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. So this is potentially a +2, right? Oh no, it's a +1. Choose one or yes, it's or. So it's only 1. So this is not going to be as good as like Absolute Lord of D or something like that, which can potentially get you a +2. Even in Duel Links, we have the Curtain, which can potentially get you a +2. So like, you know, if it's just better, wondering now, they can end both. Want to see both. Both limit 1. I don't know. For me, I kind of see in my head a full artwork as some kind of dark/black ghost rare. See, I never liked ghost rares, so I don't want it to be ghost rares. I think ghost rares look awful. Especially if you look at a picture of a ghost rare. Like, if you hold the ghost rare in your hand, it's better, but still looks kind of tacky. It's just Dark Magic Curtain, but no life point cost. I mean, it's also got, like, a better body. It's arguably a better type. But again, you're going to have to realistically play 3 copies of Pluto and Moon if you're going to make use of it. And then down here we have Change Slime, which is Fiend Dragon mode. So we already have Change Slime. So this is like a different version of Change Slime, which is interesting. So send this face-up card you field to the graveyard. Fusion summon a monster whose written materials include either Summon Skull or Red Eyes Black Dragon by sending monsters from your hand and or field to the graveyard as material. So we basically treat this as like a spell card, which is like... it's fine. I don't think it's necessarily going to see a lot of play, just like the original Change Slime didn't, but it's nice that it exists. Then we get to the dinosaur support, and this is what I've been looking for. I'm a big dinosaur guy, right? You guys might know I like dinosaurs. So having new dinosaur support, I am very, very excited for, especially because after we had seen the dinosaur support that we'd had revealed so far, it looked kind of mid. Like, some of it looked okay, but then it was like, oh yeah, but guys, check out all these really cool insect support cards. And I'm just there like, but where's the rest of my dinosaurs? And then we got a load of reprints and a load of vanillas, and it was just feeling very sad. But no, we actually did get some new dinosaurs. So first up, we have our Super Saw Coatlustern. So 500 attack, 1200 defense. During the turn this card was normal summoned. Choose one level 4 dinosaur monster with 1200 defense in your graveyard, special summon it to your field face up. So there aren't many options for this, but you know, at the very least, you can get other copies of itself. It's basically just a +1. Nothing, like, insane about it, but, it's fine. Then we get to Giant Dynamix Impact. So shuffle 4 dinosaur monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Destroy 1 card on the opponent's field. Then, if there is a face-up level 10 dinosaur on your field, inflict 1000 damage. So this is going to be pretty good. Putting cards back into your deck is generally good. You want cards that do that. as well as destroying any card on the field. So it doesn't matter what level, doesn't matter if it's face up or face down, doesn't matter if it's a spell, trap, or monster, we can just get rid of it. It's also a spell. There are very few cards that have like spell protection, so that also just is like an extra added bonus. And then like inflicting the 1000 damage isn't going to come up that often, but it can do. If you resolve 3 of these over the course of a game, getting 3000 burn damage is actually very relevant, so could actually be really, really good. Tomato likes dinosaurs because they remind him of his childhood when he used to hang out with them every day. And I miss the good old days. Like, it used to be, you would just walk outside, you would just see like a brontosaurus just like eating from the trees, you know. You get in your Flintstones car and you would just like run with your feet on the ground, and it would be a great time. But, you know, those days are gone. We'll never get them back. Should still be like 5 to 6 more dino cards to be revealed. And hopefully they're going to be good ones and not just like fluff. Like, I kind of want playable cards. Like, we almost have enough new dinosaur cards now that we could just make a whole deck of the new cards, which is kind of cool. Then we have a new box, Enter the Chaos Galaxy. So Chaos Galaxy is really cool because much like Chaos in TCG, this is basically a combination of light and dark galaxy that are kind of meant to work together, which is really cool, hence Chaos Galaxy. So, does Udius just absorb Zuijo at some point here? So, first up we have Galactica Chaos Oblivion. So this is our fusion monster. 3500 attack, 2500 defense, made using Galactica Oblivion and Void Velger Requiem. Continuous effect, cannot be destroyed by battle, gains 300 attack times the number of galaxy normal monsters in your graveyard. If there are no spell traps on the opponent's field, this card gains 1500 attack. So if we find a way to get rid of our opponent's spell traps, we'll go up to like a ridiculous amount of attack. But this still doesn't have piercing. This still doesn't have any way to get to your opponent's life points. So on its own, individually, not very good. It's kind of hard to get out. There will probably be a way to fusion summon this a lot easier, which might even be this card, which I haven't actually read yet. But in a vacuum, not very good. Chaos Cool Stars. So, requirements. Send a light or dark galaxy monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw a card. Also, for the rest of this turn, you can treat this face-up card as 2 tributes if you attribute summon Galactica Oblivion or Void Velger Requiem. So this is just a fantastic card, right? Its stats are like its defense is a bit low, but it's like, attack is fine. Its cost is a little bit steep, but if we want to get cards in the graveyard anyway, that's kind of fine. Then we draw a card when we use the effect, so we're replacing it. And then we effectively get like a soft +1 because we can treat it as 2 tributes, but it does have to be specifically for Oblivion or Requiem. So like, it's still pretty good. I would still say Chaos Cool Stars is... I don't know if I would say this is going to be a mandatory card in any Galaxy deck going forward, but it's going to be close. Because if you're playing Galaxy, you're going to be playing either Light Galaxy or Dark Galaxy, and both of those decks are going to play either Oblivion or Requiem. Or if you're playing the Chaos version, you're going to have both, so it's going to be live even more of the time. So, like, I think Cool Stars is going to be really good. Then we have Chaos Enforcer, or Giant Chaos Bulge, as its name is written here. So 1300 attack, 1300 defense. Place 2 light and or dark galaxy monsters from your graveyard at the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose a Galactica Oblivion or Void Velger Requiem in your graveyard. Special summon it to your field in defense position. So this is also really good. This is basically a free plus. The plus is a boss monster, which is also really good. Has to be in defense position, which for Oblivion matters a lot less because he has 2500 defense, so you're not really going to mind, right? This is just a good card again. Like, these cards, all of these cards so far, in my opinion, are just really good. Then we get Chaos Shooter. So 1400 attack, 1000 defense. Place 2 light or dark galaxy monsters from your graveyard at the bottom of your deck in any order. Choose up to 1 galaxy normal monster with 1600 attack. Oh, I wonder who that's meant to be referencing. And up to 1 Galaxy Chaos Fusion in your graveyard and add them to your hand. So that is a +2, because we're shuffling cards back, so we're not losing anything. And we're just getting a free +2, which is really good. And then we get to the Galaxy Chaos Fusion. So fusion summon a level 9 Galaxy monster by sending a light Galaxy monster and a dark Galaxy monster from your hand or field. So not from the graveyard, we're not shuffling them back into the deck. If you sent 2 monsters whose original levels are 7 or higher to the graveyard with this effect, you can choose up to 2 spell traps on your opponent's field and destroy them. So we're supposed to use all these cards in combination. Then we use this to pop your opponent's spell traps, which then turns on Oblivion, presumably, so he gains a lot more attack. And then ideally, if your opponent just has attack position monsters, you could hit over them for a lot and try and end the game. The problem is, I don't see this as being better than specifically Eternal Galactica Oblivion, right? I think Eternal Galactica Oblivion is just better than Galactica Chaos Oblivion most of the time. So, like, I mean, it's still pretty cool, but I don't expect this to, like, outshine it or overperform or anything. And Galaxy is in a weird spot at the moment in the current meta where it's not really doing anything. Like, it's still a fun deck. You can still, like, play it and have a great time. But I don't think it's going to be winning, like, a big tournament anytime soon. Then we get a dive deeper into the Chaos Galaxy. And we get... God, what's this thing's name? Variable Stellizer. This thing. So, level 7. 2400 attack, 0 defense. Reveal a level 9 Galaxy Fusion monster you extract to your opponent. Declare one card name written as material for that monster. For the rest of this turn, if you use this face-up card as material for a fusion summon with the effect of fusion, so it has to be with just the fusion spell card itself, not with like Chaos Galaxy Fusion, this card's name is treated as the declared name for the requirement. So like, that's fine, right? I don't actually think this card would probably see any play, realistically. The problem is we're already going to be playing, presumably in the like Chaos version of this deck, 3 Oblivion and 3 Requiem, which means I don't think we're going to want extra bosses in here. The one saving grace is this is level 7, which is nice because Requiem's an 8, Oblivion's a 7, which means playing either Trade-In or Ship of 7 Treasures is not going to be super easy. So we might be trying to see a different consistency spell, such as Pot of... what's the card even called? Pot of Arrogance. We might see that. Anyway, next up, Galactica Oblivion Arc. 2500 attack, 2500 defense. Shuffle 2 normal monsters from your graveyard into the deck. This card cannot be destroyed by effects until the end of the opponent's next turn. If you activate this effect during your main phase, this card was normal or special summoned, then you can inflict 400 times the number of monsters on your field. So you can burn your opponent with 1200 once, and it can't be popped by effects. Now, the one benefit I can see with this card is it's any effect. So if you Wrath, if you wipe the board yourself, this won't be destroyed. So if you Dark Hole it, it will survive, which is nice. But again, I don't actually think this card is that good. At your Discord with a full pack list with placeholders missing cards, if you want to take a look later. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, thank you. Do appreciate that. Then we have Galactica Lost Oblivion, made using Galactica Oblivion and then any level 7 or 8 galaxy monster. So 7 because a lot of the light galaxies are going to be 7. 8 because a lot of the dark galaxy monsters are going to be 8. Shuffle 1 normal monster from your graveyard into the deck. Change all face down monsters on your opponent's field to face up attack position. And if you do, this card gains 700 attack until the end of this turn. Then you can destroy all face up monsters your opponent controls 2500 or less original attack. So this is most of the time just Raigeki. And Raigeki's pretty good, right? So making this as well, this is sort of modular-ish. But it again is made using 2 quite big guys. But at the very least, your payoff is Raigeki, which is kind of good. So this is actually almost probably worth going into, just even though it is made of 2 like ridiculously big monsters. And it does mean a lot of the time you'll get to make the choice of either using this or using the Galactica Chaos Oblivion. So I think it's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with it personally. Then we get another card. Give your creation life with Elemental Hero Voltic Wingman. So we got any Elemental Hero fans in the chat? Because we're getting another fusion monster. This is a bit of a weird one. This is made using Sparkman and Avian. And it's only a level 5 of 2000 attack. But this card can be cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon. That is a line that all of the Elemental Hero fusion monsters have to basically differentiate them. During the main phase, this card was special summoned. Fusion summon a level 6 to 8 warrior monster that cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon by shuffling monsters from your graveyard back into the deck as material. So this basically lets you Miracle Fusion. That's what this card does. This is Miracle Fusion on legs. which is kind of cool, right? You could also theoretically go into this using Miracle Fusion and then use its effect to Miracle Fusion into something else, which is kind of cool. Oh, wait, you can't even do that because it has to summon... Oh, no, you can do that. Because he himself, you couldn't use him to make another copy of him because he's level 5, which is probably why he's level 5. So you physically, specifically cannot do that, which is fine. I mean, this card's cool. I don't know if this card is going to see a ton of play. I think a lot of the hero decks we've been seeing do particularly well in the Japanese meta are using the Neos stuff, and I don't think you play this in the Neos version of the deck, but it's cool that it exists. Then we got this 5th anniversary pack for Rush Duel. And look who it is. So the special pack, 5th anniversary pack, that commemorates the 5th anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel is confirmed to release on April 12th. In a first for Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel, this is the first product to have cards that will be all super rare or higher. This pack will contain 30 different new cards or power-up anime themes, Rush Duel original themes, and themes imported from the official card game. But it also includes a huge magnitude of highly popular cards as reprints, along with Dark Paladin, who is a massive fan favorite. Now, how the heck do we get Dark Paladin to work, realistically? Because either we have to do something, right? His effect does not work in Rush because he has a quick effect negate, effectively. That doesn't fly in Rush. Right, we can't do that. So either we're going to have some sort of effect which, you know, your opponent can't activate spell cards for the next turn in exchange for like discarding a card or something, or we're just going to take that effect away from it, like completely, and then it's just going to be a really boring gain attack for dragons in the graveyard. We'll have to see. It might just be like the same art. In fact, what this could also be is this could be setting a precedent that they are willing to use original like cards with like the same art, the same name, but give them a different effect. And then they could also do something similar with the Magician of Black Chaos coming out shortly after. That could be something they do decide to do. But this is where we're getting the Over Rush Rare Premium Black version, which would be cool to see how that works as well. So there's not really much to say about this other than that, but like it's cool that we're getting Dark Paladin. And then we got the 2 new structure decks revealed. So we already knew these were coming, but we got the pictures. So we got Chimera Tech, and we got the Harpy Lady Sisters, which is pretty cool. Now, this is like a brand new artwork for this card. I assume this is going to be either a fusion monster, or it could be a ritual. I don't think it's going to be, right? But, I mean, that would be neat. The other thing is, like, it could just be a main deck monster in the same way the original Harpy Lady Sisters card was. But this is cool, right? We're getting these 2 decks, and they're coming out March. And then that will tide us over until we get to the next structure deck, which is going to be Black Magic Ritual. So we already know we're getting 3 structure decks in the future. So this is going to be pretty cool. Structure deck Black Magic Ritual is confirmed for release April 26th, so March into April, so the month after. Based around Dark Magician, who gains his new Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel gimmick of Ritual Summons. So the Ritual monster, Magician of Black Chaos, serves as the deck's ace. This product will make it fun to enjoy the brand new Ritual Summon. One of the 7 cards included in this deck will be included as a bonus card at a higher rarity. Popular general use are also going to be printed. So this is pretty cool. And we're going to talk a little bit about Ritual Summons after this. We just thought we'd like get into the Ritual Summon structure deck coming out. We don't know if this is going to be like our first go at rituals, or if this is going to be after, like maybe we've had rituals for a few months at this point, but we'll see. Maybe discard 1, opponent can't activate spells to the end of their next turn, or just select a face down card and can't be activated. Yeah, it could be something along those lines. We'll have to see what they do decide to do, because it's going to be interesting either way. Then we got our further details about ritual summoning. So we actually got to see a ritual summon take place without it being like obscured like it was in episode 135. So we got to see the Diskarma ritual. So ritual summon a Transam Diskarma Lilac by sending face-up monsters on your field to the graveyard whose combined levels total 11 or more. You cannot use more monsters than necessary to ritual summon. So the rest of this doesn't really matter, it's just explaining it. And then we actually have the boss monster itself. So Transam Diskarma Lilac. 3000 attack, 1600 defense, level 11. During the turn this card was ritual summoned, which already is a little bit annoying because that means after the turn it's summoned, he becomes a vanilla. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. All face-up monsters on your opponent's field lose 1000 attack times the number of monsters used for material to summon this card, which will almost always be 3. Now, it won't always be 3, but it will almost always be 3. So basically make your entire opponent's board 0 or close to 0. For the rest of this turn, this card can make attacks on monsters up to the number of monsters used as material. So this is basically a big OTK card, right? We make our opponent's attack 0, we get triple attack on them for like 9000 damage. GG. So I think this is an appropriate first ritual monster. Like, it's nothing like super crazy, but like the card looks cool. We get to see what the actual ritual cards look like, which is like nice. It's just a big OTK tool, but that's very on brand for like Galaxy. Like Galaxy like to just make big guy have big attack, win game, right? So it's ritual and its spell just look freaking cool. Yeah, I think the card itself looks cool. One thing I will say is the card itself does look a bit... the card is very bright. It's very colorful. When we see it in the anime, he looks menacing, right? He's got like the evil scythe. He's shrouded in darkness. And then you look at the card and you're like, he just looks like a nice chill guy, right? He just looks lovely. Like, I'd love to meet this guy. He looks fantastic. But in the anime, they're like, no, he's terrifying evil. Now, the ritual border looks like a spell. I don't know about that. I mean, it looks basically the same, right? As a normal monster or an effect monster or a spell or anything. It's just blue. So, like, fundamentally, it's not going to be much different. But then we got the cards used from episode 139 of Go Rush, which again, this was just going over the ritual monster and the ritual spell and then the extended galactic. So we don't have to talk about that too much. But, in this episode, they still never actually said, where the ritual monsters come from, right? All we know is they don't come from the hand. But Corey did actually link this into my Discord. I thought we would just listen to this quickly. Let's turn that down a bit. I don't know how loud this is for you guys. But if we listen...
ラッシュデュエルでのリチュアルモンスター、儀式召喚みたいなね感じのカードにはなってるんですけれども、なんとエクストラデッキから。
Now, did you hear that? Extra deck, where they confirm that ritual monsters are kept in the extra deck. So we do now know that ritual monsters are kept in the extra deck, which is very, very cool. Got a link to a YouTube video which shows the summoning in HD. Unfortunately, you cannot post links here, Corino. In order to stop the spam bots, we do not allow the posting of links. So if you want, you can DM it to me. Unless you're talking about, it's not going to be this one. But yeah, so basically we now know that rituals are... We know everything about rituals now, right? Rituals are kept in the extra deck. We can make them basically in the same way that you'd make a normal ritual monster, except the monsters have to be on the field. There will probably be some other cards which don't require them to be from the field, right? Like, that wouldn't be surprising. In the same way we have, like, polymerization as a ritual, as a legend. Alright, let's take this from Corey, and then we can take a look. Alright, so what did we say? 155? Right, here we go. Let's take a look. This is also mega spoilers, by the way. Ritual Maho Card! As is tradition, all Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists need to have their villain off. That's just, it always happens.
と言ったか。いつの間にあんなものが。自分のフィールドからレベルの合計が11以上になるように表側表示モンスターを素材として墓地へ送る。
So we send all 3 to the grave, totaling 11. And we already know it can be 11 or higher, so that's fine.
因果の川を越えるとき押し寄せるは苦痛、憎悪、そして絶望。力割召喚。レベル
Look how evil he looks.
トランザム。
God, like, he's covered in, like, darkness and, like, shadow. And yet the actual card is so bright. But yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Yeah, so, you know, that's that. It's, I'm excited for it. I want to see more rituals, right? That's what I want. I want to know what the standard ritual is going to be. Is level 11 going to be what all rituals are going to be going forward? Like, are they the majority going to be level 7s or level 11s even? Or are they going to be all over the place, right? That's what I really want to know. But then we also got, like, some of this stuff, which is, like, basically going into the anime for, like, the final season. We have confirmed that we are getting one last season of Go Rush. And once again, my man Yuhi has drawn the short end of the stick. What is going on here? Right? I don't know, like, Yuamu looks, like, kind of funny. She looks a bit like a squid in this outfit. Udius looks sick. And then Yuhi is like, what is going on here? Bro is a caveman. But yeah, the big news here is that this is the final season of Go Rush. And then we'll be seeing if we get anything after that. Now, there are some people that are saying, oh, we're not going to get anything after it. Or, oh, you know, we might get this or that. Or GX is going to replace it. We don't really know anything just yet. So we'll have to wait and see. Do they just care about levels and not names? Yeah, they just care about levels. They don't care about anything else. Humongous. So the only last little thing I want to touch on is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days collection. Because this is something I personally... Like, I like a lot of the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, right? I think that a lot of them are really cool. Like, for me, some of these games were like my childhood, like Dungeon Dice Monsters, right? Some of the RPG ones, like Sacred Cards and Reshef, I think would be really fun to play. But the one that's really made this a purchase for me is specifically the Capsule Monsters game. Because this is a game that was never localized in English and is very different from everything else we've had. So I really want to play this. I really like these like tactical games. So I really want to play this. It's a shame we didn't get the PlayStation game from this, but I'm really going to probably play this. I'm actually probably going to try and play some of these on stream. I don't think I'm going to play a lot of like the really, really old like Game Boy Color games. I think the only Game Boy Color game that actually interests me is the Capsule Monsters game. But I will probably be playing Capsule Monsters on stream and maybe like branch out into like Sacred Cards and Reshef and play them on stream as well. Like probably on like Sundays or something, not the regular stream times. We won't get rid of the regular streams for these. But these are things I'm quite interested in playing. I don't want them to be like Maximum again. Bad at release, month/years of nothing, then short phase of them being good with the new cards, and then short after irrelevant again. So I love Maximums, and it's sad to see them basically useless in Physical Rush. Yeah. But the main reason Maximums are mid is because of like, it's like power creep combined with a lack of real consistency, right? Because you have to get 3 cards into your hand in a format where you don't have searching. So it's basically like turbo mill and then get them back into your hand after milling. And that's kind of the whole format, right? Which, I mean, they have been good, right? There have been plenty of times where Maximums have been some of the best decks. Vocalized Phoenix for a little bit was one of the best decks. The Sea Serpent Maximums, those cards have obviously been really, really strong. They have had their little moments in the sun, but yeah, they haven't, like, had prolonged exposure, I suppose. I would have loved a remake of Forbidden Memories and Duelist of the Roses in it, yeah. Yeah, I think if this does well, or even if it doesn't, they'll probably still do that anyway. I would not be surprised if they do a follow-up, Early Days Collection 2, which is just the rest of the games, right? Like, you just put the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, GameCube, and then maybe you put, like, some PSP games on it and then call that a day. Like, maybe you do some of the DS games, but I don't know how the DS games would work very well on PC. Because like, even if you've ever like emulated a DS game, they're a bit weird where you've got like both the screens. You kind of use the mouse on one. That is a bit weird. I love the Dungeon Dice Monsters game. I like Dungeon Dice Monsters, but I do think the specific Game Boy Advance Dungeon Dice Monsters game is very... it's very bare bones. It's very... there's not a lot going on. It's basically just like endless tournament mode. Like, it's not bad, but it could have been so much better. And I think that's the only thing that disappoints me. But yeah, I am looking forward to playing this. Like I said, we'll probably play a lot of this on stream. And we'll see how it goes from there. The game, like I say, that I'm most excited for is obviously going to be Capsule Monsters. But that is, finally, all of the yapping done. Which means we're going to be playing some Rush Duel. So, first thing we want to do is I'm going to change my deck to the Ray Special. So, we are going to be playing the Skibidi Insects. That is the plan. We're going to play this. We're going to see how it goes. Because this deck did just get top 8 at an actual event. So, there might be something to it. We'll see if it actually ends up being any good or not. But either way, we want to just play. We want to play some Rush. We don't play Rush very much anymore. And it's a newish deck. These are cards that personally I've never played with before. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Because we are going to be playing the Dai Gakuteno, which is pretty cool. That's right, Beam. That's right. That is what we said. Alright, let's see what our opponent is on. I would hazard a guess, probably Sidra. We'll set. Tribute set. And I guess we're just going to set everything. Let's see what he does. Oh no, the brain rot got him. You just have to embrace the brain rot. That's just all you have to... Oh, it's heroes! Okay. I would like to play too. Yeah, the insects look like... I don't know if I'm going to say they're like good. Because like they're not. But like, they look fun. Ah, don't get rid of my Papillon. I wanted that. He's scared to attack my tribute set. Okay. Now that's a little bit awkward because we don't have 2 insects to use that with. We could use that to put an insect back in, reduce 1, swing over, flip that up, keep this in hand. Ugh. I don't really want to just summon out Dai Gakuteno without the ability to change their types. Dragon Quest, series. No, not that thing. Oh, cooks from spice, but never insects. I hate them. No, the insects are cool. What are you talking about? I don't want to end my turn with 2 cards in hand. But, like, what other option have I got here? Alright, we'll go Biomech Mantis. We're going to activate the effects. We'll go ahead and put Fibron back in. And look, now you're an insect. Am I really doing something like this? That just seems so bad. Alright, screw it. We're going to Imset Rampage because I don't want to end with it in my hand. We'll put these 2 back. Pop this one. We'll set. We'll set. We'll flip. Let's see what he's got. If you want to use a legend trap on this, by all means. Right, we'll get in for 18. And then we'll pass. I don't know if I want to be just like spamming out Dai Gakuteno because like this deck plays a lot of tribute monsters. So like there is a good chance that I just draw a whole big load of bricks here. If someone has time to play with me, hit me up because unfortunately I need an unlimited room and can't play in COG. Oh, I see the problem. I mean, we can make a dual run. Because, like, I don't even have to be in the door room. I could just make the door room and then have people jump in. And then we can, like, play ladder games and check on the door room every now and then. Playing more copies of Insect Rampage seems like the way to go. Surely that wouldn't be... They wouldn't blindly hit a new card. I know, BT, that's... Oh, did they just snipe my negate attack, you jerk? That's so rude. Okay, so he's getting 2 more bursts. So he's found all of his burst Dinatrix and nothing else. If he already has the Avian in hand, he's good to go. We are adding both. Okay, so that tells me we're going to be able to clear this field. Man, losing that negate attack really sucks here. Because now he adds fusion, reduces my attack, summons out Flamewing Man. Then what? I mean, if he's got... He could actually have a Tantalum if he's on that. What? I mean, this is fine. This could have been a lot worse, to be honest. So it's another back row. Okay, okay. I see you. Well, he has to crash into the Mech Mantis, which is pretty good. Alright, now we need some pretty good draws here. That's not bad, all things considered. So we can... We only have 2 engraved. That's the big issue we're currently having. Top 2 cards you deck to the graveyard. We're going to have to do this either way. So we will summon out Fibron. So we have to have another insect on the field, which is fine. So now we'll just get ants running about out. Activate this. We'll change this to an insect. Then we will tribute both. Summon this out. So this is draw a card to credit to the graveyard. Alright, so we will try and increase the odds of this working for me, right? We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to keep Dai Gyakateno in the grave. Or we want to keep Gyakateno in the grave. So everything else can come back. This will now increase the odds that we hit an insect. Activate the effect. Well, you know, it was bound to happen. Right, we'll set. We'll tribute over. Summon this out. We'll summon out this. So we can activate the effect and make one of our opponent's monsters lose 500 attack. I mean, I could take a Dai Gyakateno. I don't think I want to right now. So we had a delay before. So now there should be a, I don't know, a slightly better place to use like a good trap card. What, do you think I should have instead gotten the second Dai Gyakateno? Used its effect to try and pop? I mean, I would have got like 1 extra draw. Pass the buff. Pass the buff. What does pass the buff even mean, Ray? Right, PSA. Oof. What does that mean? I'm confused. What are you trying to say? How do I beat buffered slime? I can't see a way that I could have beaten buffered slime. It's meant to be past the Smith for us. I just have no idea what Ray's going on about. Or was it literally just a response to Buffered Slime? Is that it? I mean, that's completely fine. So we get out a second insect. I guess it's always Mech Mantis here. Activate Mech Mantis. Reduce this. Yes. Then we'll go Intruding Beetles. Did I know that was fusion? I think he cleared his whole back row, so I don't think I knew anything. We just go for the draw, or do we go for like... I mean, it's not gonna... It's gonna be a crash either way, so we might as well go for the draw. We'll go Caterpillar, activate the effect, discard draw. That doesn't change literally anything, so we'll just go battle, swing over this, swing into this. Get him for 1,000. And then we'll just pass. But we've actually seen very few of our bosses so far. Very few. Chat is rapidly losing brain cells watching Skibbity Insects Ohio Riz. There we go. We've sussed it. We've worked it out. Do Weevil voice? No. Level 5 reload effect. I'm actually amazed we haven't been killed yet. We've had so many turns where we've done, like, almost nothing. And yet somehow we're still in this. Alright, his Argent whiffed for once, so that's at least something. Summons out the second Argent. Activates this Argent. 2, 3, 4. Okay, double whiff. That's pretty good for us. Avian is shy. He's not allowed to find Avian. Okay, so he sends that. Reduces this, I would assume. Gets back his fusion. Now, does he have what he needs to make a fusion monster yet? Summon. Set. What is that set monster? What in Heroes would you play that you would set in this situation? So we know this is fusion. Daigekateno's like kind of nice, I guess. Alright, we'll go Caterpillar. Activate Caterpillar. Don't think there's any point in keeping you, so I'll activate you. We will target you. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that, so I can do this now. We'll go Biomech Mantis, activate the effect, put back Biomech Mantis. Activate Daigekateno. Why do we keep just missing the insects every time? Alright, we're just going to keep putting cards back. I mean, you mill me. I don't really want to be milling myself at the moment. We'll just put back Combat Beetle. Yeah, sure. We'll just keep reducing this. Why not? We'll set. We'll activate. I mean, we'll see if this can connect. If it does, we'll just win. Yeah, okay. Oh, bro. We just... Neither of us did anything. He didn't do fusions. I didn't mill insects. We both... I'm going to save that replay just because of how stupid it was. But, like, I just felt like that was two decks completely not doing the one thing they both want to do. Alright, we'll get a dual room put up. I will probably be, for the most part, still just... I don't know why I came away out of that. Probably just be still doing, like, ladder games. But, like, I might jump into the dorm if we get, like, enough people in there. So change this to rush, and I actually want to leak the code now. This is exciting. Right, there's like 30 people here, right? You all want to play? Unlimited. Alright. Behold. I'll do that. I guess I'll chuck it on here. There you go. There's a nice room code. Also, we can turn the chat on now that we're not looking at other stuff as well. There you go. You can all be on the screen now. If anyone wants to type, you can now officially appear on the stream. Isn't that exciting? Love how we already have someone in here. Who is it? It's Hikari. I'll tell you what. I'll play one game against Hikari with on the insects before we go back onto the ladder. Against probably Hikari's like actual good deck. Let's see what happens. Now, there are several things going against us here. First off, Hikari is the GOAT. We can't beat the GOAT. That's just not going to happen. Second off, we are playing insects, which is probably also not going to be particularly strong. So we're just going to make all of our excuses now so that when we do lose, we can be like, oh yeah, but we did already say that it was going to be bad anyway. I mean, this could be worse, if we're being honest, so we'll take this, I suppose. Then we'll just pass. This will be Dragiastar. Oh my god. Bebel. Goyal Bebel. Hikari not on Matarian Sus. I mean, Hikari plays like a little bit of everything. Like, we've seen Hikari do really well on Matarian, Dark Galaxy, Psychic. Try to, like, think back. The problem is there's so many good players at the moment that trying to keep track of what everyone plays is, like, next to impossible. Alright. We're not going to use your effect, because I don't want to, like, lose this. So we'll go Intruding Beetles. We'll send this. We'll pop this. Okay, that was a good snipe. That was a very good snipe. I mean, I kind of want to do this, but I don't want to give up on this. Do we just YOLO? Let's just YOLO. Intruding Beetles! We'll flip this up. Can't use the skill. What's the skill limitation? Oh, she doesn't have a face up, so I can't use that. Okay, that's fine. Oh no! Oh no! So my plan was to tribute both of these off for a third copy of Daigekateno from the deck, but I didn't realize that I would only be able to use the skill if my opponent had a face up. Hold. Hold. Reactor. Puts back the reincarnation. Hard drawn reincarnation, by the way. Lightstar Sign. Okay, this was expected. We were expecting Lightstar Sign. Boost up to 16. Adds the fusion to hand. Hard summon out Dancer. Activate the fusion. Okay. Out comes Ashura. Actually, we're just going to pop a back row. Okay, we did lose a trap card, but against this, it's probably not the end of the world. Joytech Leo! You're going to give me back my trap card? No, you're going to give me back a spell trap hate, I'm guessing. Which is also fine. Like, I'm quite happy about that. So now you can add back Vinery. Okay. What's the room code? It could be anything, Manicust. You might have to work it out. We'll give you a series of clues. You have to decipher it. Tributes 2. Summons out the Vinery. Now we're going to flip some coins! Whoa! Jesus! No, I don't want you to do that. Alright. We'll draw for turn. Okay, these cards don't really do a ton. Why can I still not use the skill? What am I missing? Normal summon a light attribute fairy. Oh god. That's really bad. I could just draw discard with that. Right, we'll go for this. We'll send this draw. I think we have to use Intruding Beetles here just to get another draw. Okay, that sort of does it. Or at least gets us going. So we'll go Avarice. Need these two back. And then I guess we're putting everything back either way. Okay, we will tribute over Ants Running About, summon this, activate our skill. Does it matter? Kind of? We'll reduce this. Alright, then we'll get rid of Beetle. We'll grab out Dai Gyakutano. Then we will summon the Dai Gyakutano. Then we'll go Biomech Mantis. Activate Biomech Mantis. We'll put this back in the deck. It doesn't really matter, right? So I guess I'll use it on this. Yes, you're going to change type. I can use this to pop this. Do I just do this now? Yeah, sure. Screw it. Let's do this. Return to the deck. I don't think it matters too much. Oh, it has to be 2 anyway, so we're always putting them both back. So we're going to pop this. I can't use you anymore. Oh, because you don't have 2 monsters. I'm completely like misunderstanding how this card works, but that's fine. This is our first game. A second game with this deck. We're going to be making mistakes until we like fully grasp how it works. We're going to be making mistakes. Bit of a vanilla and graveyard. Oh, that's even more important to know. Right, now the downside is we don't really have the means to stop anything anymore. All of our trap cards are spent. Okay, Vinery is also like fine. I don't know if it would have mattered, right? Because what would have changed? We would have got an extra bit of damage in. We would have got, I mean, assuming it landed. And we would have had an extra card in hand. If that card was a monster anyway, which it probably was going to be, it wouldn't have mattered. Okay. Who are we summoning here? What'd you give me back as well? Intruding Beetles, okay. So now, right, it was triple heads last time, so it can't be triple heads this time. Guys, I don't feel so good. We're getting coin flipped out of the game. Statistically, that should have been triple tails, right? But we did learn some important things about the deck, right? We did learn about we have to make sure we keep Gyakuteno in the graveyard. I mean, I guess that's kind of it. That's the only thing we really learned here. That's not how coin flip works. It is how probability works, Zaki boys. Alright, well, we're alive. The problem is... what do we actually do with being alive? Alright, we'll go... Caterpillar, activate effect. We'll send this, draw a card. Unfortunately, that still doesn't actually do anything. I need to change both of these into... insects. I can't use the skill more than once, right, to search. Once per duel. So I can't get the die Gyakuteno again. But I think if I don't get it, I'm just dead anyway, so we might as well gamble. Okay, we'll go Beetles. Realistically, this card is still doing nothing. Like, even if I tribute Set, I still die anyway. So I think the play is this. Nah, that's a shame. So we are dead. That's all we have, unfortunately. Everything is 50-50. Either you win or you lose. Well, apparently. Alright. We'll let people play amongst themselves for a little bit. We'll go back into playing another COG game. Because we still do need to get 100 rewards. I think the only chance we had there would have been we would have needed to find a second die Gyakuteno. If we found a die Gyakuteno and we milled correctly, we could have popped that whole board. We would have got in for how much damage? 24 plus 12. So it still would only have been 36, so it wouldn't have even been lethal. Future light machines with that. Well, if you keep flipping so many heads, Hikari, there's nothing you can't do. Wait, we're playing against someone that doesn't have a skill. Right, we'll tribute set this out. And then we'll set and pass. Let's see what he does. So is this like... oh, bro just wants to die? Okay, we'll take that. Do you have a Discord server? We do. I think ! Discord might bring it up. It's been a while since we've touched it. We'll go Gokibor. We'll flip over this. Activate. Use the effect. Change this into an insect. Activate Intruding Beetles. Discard this. Well, that's not that exciting. We'll go for this. I'll put this and this back. Go get him! Go get him, ancient gear golem! Yeah! Oops, I have to go. If you're not here when I come back, have a good day, everyone. Thanks for stopping by, Hikari. Always a pleasure. Even when you come by, absolutely destroy me and then disappear into the night. Alright, we'll play, and since that didn't really count as a game, we'll play one more game and then we'll check back on the duel room. We'll see what's going on. We'll see who's in there, and we'll see if we're going to play another one. Choose my game mat from a Nerd Named BT. I completely missed that. Have you got any idea of what kind of game mat you want, BT? So I don't have all of them. We can go through and have a look at them after this game. 1v1 plants? Oh boy. I don't know. Maybe the plot... Because, like, the insect deck is, like... It can do cool shit if you get the Daigekateno, like, double pop. And I feel like if you don't get exactly that, then it's kind of whatever, right? Right, we'll do this, and then we'll pass. But, like, if you get that double pop, popping 2 is pretty good, just in general. Whatever is 12th from the very right. 12th from the right? I don't even know how that works. Bro, show up here, beat Tom ass, and leave. That's just how it goes. Show me your build. It's basically exactly the same as your build, except we cut out 2 Ghost Cyclone just to put more insects in to try and 1, brick less, right? That's the logic, and 2, have the Megami hit more. Like with its effects, we've just got more insects. Other than that, it's exactly the same as your build. Well, again, with the cards that we have. Because I only have 1 copy of the 2K 1500 Defender, for example. Bro's playing Cyber Dragon Insects. Haha! Gokibo cannot defeat Gokibo! The issue is, all of our anti-insect cards are now turned on. You have to pop 2. 2 face-up monsters puts of the same type. So it has to be exactly 2. So I could just change that. I want to do this play because it's more fun. But, like, I know the gamble isn't going to work. But I really want it to. Yes! Unfortunately, we are kind of all bricked up here. Do we just tribute this out? Like, it's less damage, but it means his back row won't stop us. And if this board gets outed, I now need to draw 3 normals. Let's just gamble. Like, this is the wrong decision, but I'm so greedy. Okay, he had a delay, which means he probably has slime back there. He probably has slime. But if we do get 2 normals, we potentially could just well, not OTK, but we could potentially finish him off with a Gear Golem direct, or like Pierce, right? Go to the golem. Now, I know, right? I know I should have summoned the golem. I know, logically, that makes the most sense. But this is the more fun way to do it, right? If it doesn't work, ain't Giga Golem gonna do it. Basically like saying you play 60 card for not brick on the wolves just to open 2 of them back to back. That's just how it be. Cool deck, Tomato. I mean, this is not my original creation. You have Ray to thank for this. I see. I mean, that's fine, bro. You can have her. I've got to keep a monster. Look, 1 normal summon, lads. 1 normal. I call forth the ancient Gear Golem! Mechanized melee! Alright. That counts. That counts. Oh, this is so stupid. Alright, let's go check back in on the door room. Let's see how that's going. Oh, God, my nose is just really wanting to run. Being sick sucks, guys. Don't do it. Just don't be sick. Right, we will do one of these lovely people after we sort out our sleeve. So we wanted a... God, what was it? Deck mat? It was game mat. And it was... what? 12th from the very right. So you want me to do like this? No one's ever gone through like this before. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right, bam. We have the 12. Right, let's jump in and play Ray. If Ray's up for it. Okay, roll. And then just shrug. Alright. There's no way we can lose to Ray. Surely not. Surely there is no way we lose to Ray, the original creator of this build. There is no chance. Hello, Bork Nugget. Welcome, welcome. This is pretty dire. Okay. We'll set. We'll set. I think we're going to tribute set. It's like he'll be able to reduce our attack either way with the skill. So if he just gets his boss out, it doesn't matter. We're going to be screwed anyway. So we'll just do this. Let's see what happens. Ray not using Go Heart icon. Shake my head. Imagine losing to your mother. I mean, that doesn't require too much imagination, I would think. Brain's fried today, lol. Is that Gyakuteno Megami? Whoa, what are the chances? Ah. Alright, this is going to be the play. We're going to set. I'm going to tribute set over this. We're going to set. We're going to tribute 1, tribute 2. We're going to activate the effect. We're going to flip this up. We're going to activate the effect. We're going to activate this. Reduce. We're going to summon out Combat Beetle. We're going to set. We're going to go to battle. Swing. 15. 24. Pass. Alright, that was quite a lot of damage. But I'm not sure how this is going to go from here. No mercy. Defeat Mother. We must defeat the Queen. Okay. Ah, that's a cute little combo as well, because I have an insect. You can use that, because it's on the field, not on your field. Okay, okay. We're learning. We're learning. Intruding Beetles. This is just for a draw. We got rid of another Intruding Beetles. We got Mech Mantis. So I'm going to assume we have access to a Gyakuteno then. It's either in the hand, or we have a regular. Golem! Okay. Interesting. So if I were to summon out a guy, I could reduce the attack by a little bit. We currently don't have 2 insects, so we're going to go Fibron. Activate Fibron. Target this. We'll go Intruding Beetles. We'll discard. We'll destroy this. We'll go Intruding Beetles. Discard. Destroy this. We can get a draw. We can't pop this because it's only one monster, and it's specifically on your opponent's field, so we can't do that. The extra draw would have to be exactly our insect card that we want. So I guess we'll try. Because, like, there's no downside, right? Now, we needed that in our hand. Okay, we will... Because how much of a boost do we get with the skill? It's like minus 500, right? Yeah, it's 500, which means we still couldn't attack over it. We have no other way to get a boost. So I think it's a little bit irrelevant. So I think we just tribute set over this. Gets another card out, and then we'll just pass. Saying that, I think we're probably going to deck out, looking at the number of cards we have left. I should play Duel Links. They have an entire storyline. I just worry about getting back into my Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime fixation again. I mean, who doesn't love a Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime fixation? Bro, your member are not help me? Well, I can't make them help you. If they're being, like, rude or something, I'll sort it out after stream, but I'm not going to do it right now. Have we seen our Golem yet, actually, now that we mention it? No, so we still have our Ancient Gear Golem in the deck. We still have the spell card that gets rid of a guy. So, like, if we don't die exactly here, we're potentially in an okay spot. Draws 2. Activates that. Does get the whiff, which is very important for us. Summon. Discard draw. Tributes for Gyakute no Megami. Take the 3. Take the 5. Take the 1,000. Okay, we just need to find the boy and we win. There he is! Let's not beat around the bush, right? We'll just get this. We'll just rip the band-aid off. You managed to stave off death with your Ancient Gear Golem. But how will you handle mine? Punch! Alright, we managed to get a win with the insects. Now, it was against more insects. 2 of our wins so far have been against insects. I don't even know if I can put a lot of, like, insect games in a video. Assuming we even make a video with this. Right, let's go play Zaki Boys next. Assuming Zaki Boys is still about. Sidra has new skills and infinity now. I dropped Duel Links. Did they kill Sidra yet? No. Is the short answer. I don't know how to get the rest of the card in the SS. What do you mean the SS? What is the SS? Okay, Zaki Boys is playing something. Is that a Shui raid I see? Welcome, welcome on in, Duelists. We are currently just having some fun duel room games with a silly insect deck, so welcome, welcome on in. I hope your stream was good, Shui. I'm sure it was. Okay, we will... let's get a little aggro. This is probably the wrong decision, but, like, let's get a little bit aggro, right? Who doesn't like getting a little bit aggro? So all set. All set. We'll go battle. Let's see what this is. Ah, it's the plants. Okay. Well, I don't care about Lindo. There's another Lindo. Okay. Let's pass on that. Content is content. It is what you post. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you, Shui. Oh yeah, it's time to bug out. Hello, JD. What we should do is... The issue is, like, just spelling the name. There we go. There's our shout out to Shui. Everyone should know Shui. Shui is a lovely guy. Huh. There's not, like, a ton to actually do here, right? Like... We'll go Atlas Combat Beetle. Activate Biomech Mantis. We'll put this back. Target this. And now you're an insect. Meh, 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 meh. Right, we'll set this. And I think I just want to hold this hand, to be honest. So this is always just going to kill this. Let's take a look and see what this is. 1,500 defenders? What is this deck? Is this... This isn't even... So this is just maximum stall, I'm guessing? Is that right? Is this just maximum stall? Because if it is, I can't beat it. Like, I straight up... There's no point in even playing if this is maximum stall. Tier 0 in Yu-Gi-Oh! A Tier 0 format where only one deck is viable and no other decks are consistently winning games against it except the same deck. Standard. The problem is, that is going to be an Ancient Gear Golem. I mean, I guess we'll just summon this. Tribute. Summon this. We're going to set this. We're going to keep this in hand again. We're going to go to battle. We're going to hit your Ancient Gear Golem. And then we're going to pass. Because now we can deal with the Ancient Gear Golem next turn. Should have done Caterpillar discard, summon second Yap. What's the point? What does that get me? I can deal with Golem anyway. That's not an issue. Well, now it's a little bit more annoying, so I wasn't expecting him to be just playing bad cards. So we can now reduce by 5. The problem is we've lost our own Golem now. So we just go for the Mantis, reduce it by another 5. Attack over it, that's literally all we have. It's nothing crazy, but like it'll get the job done. Do we want to keep the Mantis? He's just going to have a load of 1,500 defenders. There's no point in like going aggressive. So we'll just go Mantis, activate, put back Mantis, target this. Yeah, sure, you can be an insect. Then we will tribute summon this. We'll go ahead and activate our skill. Reduce. Activate the effect. So we can't pop either way. I guess we just set this. Don't see a point in doing that. We'll go to battle. We'll swing over this. And then we'll hope one of these is not a 15. Is actually a 14. Just another 15. Okay. What? Where is this going? Right? There's got to be like a strategy here, right? The only thing I can think of is like you just stall for maximum pieces, but like I don't think you'd play Golem in that kind of deck. There's like not really a lot going on here, so let's go to battle, because like if I can at least get 2 guys face up. No, we're not even gonna get to that. Okay. Pop Gamba time? Oh, we don't need to Gamba. We're fine. I actually wanted to talk about the new Reinhardt. Yeah, we did a long discussion earlier about the new stuff. Just gonna keep going. Okay. I'm waiting for like the payoff for this deck to like show up at some point. And again, if it's maximum, we can't beat it. Okay. So now the issue is my board is too clogged up to actually change anything to insects. So what, do we just go aggro and just start clearing everything? The only way we can do it is by milling. That's not worth doing. I mean, I guess we're just going to do this then. We will then get this out, and then we'll just start clearing the whole board every turn. and hope that eventually will lead him to deck out. I mean, what else can we do? If I can't change his guys into insects because they're always just set monsters. There's got to be a payoff, right? There has to be a payoff for this. I just don't know what it is. Hello, were you lucky enough to get more ants giving? No! My actual like bonus packs were garbo, like completely useless. Ugh. Well, this is a game. This is a game that we are playing. I don't even know what to say. Is there any more commentary I can give to this game? It's funny enough, I think we might lose this game to deck out. I think we might actually lose this game. There is a world, depending on what his last cards are. Okay. Put some more cards back into the deck. Sets a monster. Sets a monster. Then passes. So we can get him for 24. We have no way to get any more damage in. We can't do any piercing or anything, because this deck doesn't beat set 3 without a very specific card. So we just go battle. And then we're literally going to die to deck out. There's nothing we can do about it. We're just going to die to deck out. This is one of the worst games of Rush, like, ever. Yeah, I'm not even gonna... Alright. Oh, I don't need to leave the room. Alright, we're gonna go back and play some ranked gear. That was awful, right? That was actually just awful. I never want to play against Zaki boys ever again. We're sat here playing a meme deck, and bro shows up with just 1500 defender stool mill. It's like, bro, we're never dueling Zach ever again. We saw the writing on the wall as well. We knew exactly what he was going to do. We knew exactly how we were going to lose the game. He was going to deck out before you were, by the way. No. I mean, either way, it's not a real game. Like, winning or losing that game is irrelevant. Like, we didn't gain anything from it. We didn't have fun. We didn't learn anything. Nothing happened. It was just a waste of time. Right, is this going to actually be Psychic this time is the question. Or Set. I mean, I guess we're going to just Tribute Set. I don't really think we can win by getting aggressive here. We'll set, and we'll set. And then we'll just pass. You learned something that I'm annoying? Well, actually, Zaki, weren't you the one that plays, like, nothing but Floodgate decks and speed as well? Alright, let's see what our opponent does. Now, unfortunately, this is not exactly the strongest open we could get. I kind of wish Daigekiteno was able to summon with one tribute over... You'd think they'd do that with the skill, right? Okay, we got Performer. Hits our Daigekiteno, which is good because we did not want to draw that next turn. Rebukes to summon out the Psychic Upper. So, they did dump the Candy. They have just got rid of a start. They could have a second start. Start is live right now if they want to do it. Summon out the Assailant. Okay. So we're going to get some damage in, which is kind of nice. And we're going to get a lot of damage in because we're attacking with a 1000 for whatever reason. 3 back rows still going to be next to impossible to break. Jesus Christ, deck. What is this? So we can discard one of these die, but then we have to put them back with that at some point. We also are going to need that in the graveyard. So we summon Biomech Mantis. We have to change him to get the discard draw, but that means putting a card back into our deck, which Bro, this is so, like... Alright, Biomech Mantis. We have to put this back, as much as we don't really want to. Yeah, sure. You can be an insect. Welcome to being an insect. So now we'll go Intruding Beetles. I think we have to get this out of the hand. It doesn't matter what we hit. We'll just hit this one. Then... I guess we just go for another one. I think we get rid of this time. A third. I mean, that's very funny. Okay, we've got the negate attack. So I'll tribute over both of these. Summon out this. Alright, I think we have exactly 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't want to do that until after we've used the skill. Or her effect, I suppose. So we'll do this. Which did get another card into the grave, which means we can now use Pot of Avarice. So we leave a Gyakuteno in the graveyard. Fortunately, we had to use her effect early. I could get rid of the negate. No, that's just silly all the time, right? We can't use that because there's not another insect on the field at the moment. Right, we'll go Mech Mantis. I'm going to go Intruding Beetles. I'm going to send the Mech Mantis to the graveyard. I'm going to pop this. We're going to activate Biomech Mantis, put back Biomech Mantis. We'll change this. The temptation is so strong. Because with the skill, is it we send it to the graveyard? It's so greedy, but I really want to, so we... Alright, let's do this. We're going to use Gyakuteno Force. We'll reduce this. Oh, have I not normal summon? Do I not get that this turn? Oh, it has to be face up on the field when we use the skill. I see. I mean, this is probably better anyway, realistically, but, like, it still would have been really funny. Right, we will clear over this. Clear over this. And swing. So what I wanted to do, which again is probably not the correct play, but I wanted to do it anyway, was I wanted to use the skill, get another Daigekiteno, Tribute both of these. Shuffle the negate attack back into the deck. Use Daigeka Tenno. Just get it right. Pop both. And then clear. And then just get it for 24. It would have actually just been a lot worse, really, wouldn't it? It just straight up would have been worse in every single way, shape, or form. Alright, strongest deck in the format. Staring down a Daigeka Tenno. Staring down Biomech Mantis and Dramoth Caterpillar. And this potentially is pre-nerf Psychics as well, don't forget that. Spending a long time thinking about this play. So I'm guessing we're going to see something big here, right? Now, what are we... How many lines could we have? I mean, I suppose if you're new to Psychic, I understand. Right, discards the Ice Pop. Grabs back the Fusion from the graveyard. Summons out the second Ice Pop. So Ice Pop will instantly bring that back. So you could just do Fusion here. Make Candy all. Bring back Psychic Upper. Right, goes for Divergence. Right, just go straight for the Tribute. We already know you have the Fusion. But you don't have a level 7 Engrave. So if you reduce my board, that's kind of fine. Or you could just gain 1,000 and attack over. Right, I want him to see that there's a delay, so we'll just, like, hammer up. Oh, it wouldn't be a delay anyway, because it's Buffer Slime, of course. Me being stupid. Alright. I mean, I could just make it an insect. No, I can't do it yet. Alright, we'll go Caterpillar. We'll discard Draw. We'll then activate Mech Mantis. We'll put this back into the deck. You're now a bug. Then we probably just do a double Tribute. There's no way for me to threaten lethal. So do this. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Summon this out. I'm going to set Tribute over this to summon this. Set this. Activate the skill. Go to battle. Swing over with this. Oh, I should have attacked in the other order, really, but I don't think it really makes a huge difference either way. Alright. Down to 17. Let's see what they got. Let's see what our Psychic opponent has. We've got them down to 6 cards, which is really, really big. Now, they could just have Avarice. If that's face down as Avarice specifically as well, that could be pretty rough, because that means they'll immediately go up to 7 cards. They've already searched out Fusion. I don't think they've used the skill to search anything else out yet, so I think they still have everything else online. There was a delay? Yes. You're right, so it can't be Avarice. You gotta remember, Ray, my short-term memory, especially when I'm streaming, is actually abysmal. Now, I know that's not your fault, but it's something I have to live with, so now you have to live with it too. Could be a Starry Start, you never know. But he could have Starry Start in the hand. But like Ray said, that back row is almost certainly Slime, right? It's almost certainly Slime. Okay, so he's added the Psychic Upper. So the only thing he hasn't added is Bear. Starry Start, puts a card back. Brings this out, takes back Fusion. Summon out the third Bear. Wait a minute, he's not using the new ban list. Cheater! Summons out Psychic Upper, uses the effect. Time limit win! I'm gonna save this replay just because this is such like a meme gimmick run. We're gonna be like, yeah, time limit win. A nerd named BT would remember the delay. Hashtag my YouTuber. A younger man would remember the delay. I mean, we were a young man once. That time has long gone. Now we let the new generation take the charge. Right, let's check out the dorm. Is anyone still hanging out in here? Ray's back. Manicust is it? We'll play Manicust. We haven't played against Manicust yet. Let's have Manicust beat us up. Everyone gets one go. Everyone gets one go at beating up the insects. Full power psychics. Full power psychics apparently loses to the time. Now the next question is Manicust even here? I don't pay attention on delay. I just memorize every deck and hope for the best. Yeah, that's basically how I, especially when I'm on stream. Like I feel like I'm not the best duelist at the best of times, but when I'm playing on stream, I get even worse. That's kind of how I always look at it. Everyone gets to kick the hornet nest one time. That's just how this goes. Ooh, so this is either going to be a Manicust spice deck, or it's going to be just what you'd expect, right? The Ugh. God, that's gross. Well. Tribute set. Tribute set. Then we'll just set, pass. Right. Let's see what the man, the myth, the legend, the Manicust has for us. Okay, it is just going to be Dynamic Dream Builder. Okay. Adds the fusion. 1, 2, 3 back row and pass. Ooh. So could have grabbed the field spell. I suppose the field spell doesn't actually accomplish much here. We're probably just trying to preserve the back row. I mean, there's nothing I could do about the back row either way, so I don't think it matters too much to me. I mean, do we just, like, put big guys on the board and go from there? I mean, I guess. Combat Beetle. Combat Beetle. Gaia Kateno Mega Bee. Battle. Go get him, champ. Negate attack used here. Okay, I mean, that's completely fine. We do not mind negate attack being used here. I'm guessing the hand then has 2 boss monsters in it, and we really desperately need the normal summon just to get them out of the hand. Activates peaks. So if we had that last time, we would have activated it. So that must have been one of the new draws. So we have 2 other, like, completely fresh cards. Okay, so if the hand was 2 boss monsters, we definitely summon 1 out here. Didn't go for pop? Nah, not a pop. Okay. Build Dragon comes out, brings this guy back. Primal Howling gets to hit one of the back row. Stream Sniper! He hit the one I wanted! Alright, set another back row. Okay, so it was not double boss then, it was spell boss. Which is fine. Right, we lose our Gyakute no Megami. I mean, that's not going to be super helpful yet. Right, let's go Fibron. Activate. Guess what? You lose your field power bonus. Then we'll go Biomech Mantis. You can come back. And you lose your field power bonus. Then I guess we're just going to do this, right? That doesn't matter. So Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon out the gal. Or I'll use her effect. We've successfully used Megami One time! Every other time it just whiffs. Okay, we will go... I guess we just go Rampage. Take this. Do I even want this back? Probably not. Let's take these. Yes! Go away! I could summon this, clear over that. That's like funny. How much damage would that be? That'd be what, 18? It's not lethal. It would have been lethal if we already had this in our hand. But we didn't. So I guess we'll just do this. Summon. We will go... I mean, I guess we do this, right? Reduce! Go get him, champ! Swing with this. Swing with this. Pass turn. Alright. Now that they got that out of the way, time for them to see Big Vanilla mill the other Bill Dragon next turn. I mean, probably. Still better ratio than that one hero guy. You had lethal, no? Did I have lethal? I would have had... So we had a... Well, I suppose, first off, we didn't count the 500 minus. No, I think you're right. Because when we initially did the maths, we forgot we had the skill to reduce by 500. So yeah, we just missed lethal. But again, he has a back row. So we would have just forced out the slime. That's what we would have done. Also, welcome to the ads. Dynamic Dream Builder. One Bill Dragon. Is this lethal? Pop Pop goes over that with 22. Then attacks him for 29. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, well. Alright. Back to... the rank ladder. Alright, let's see if we can get another real deck. Okay, it's Luke. We'll have to see what this actually ends up being. Can't believe we're on a 6-win streak. I mean, I guess at least it's not two, like, double tribute monsters. Alright, welcome back from the edges. But yeah, it would... So, we could have threatened lethal. But, there was a delay anyway, so we know he had slime. So it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah. Was a good game. I had slime, other, and fusions. Order and fusion set. Yeah, if you couldn't lethal us there, we would kill you on the following turn. But, like, there's nothing we can do through... all of the trap cards, right? Especially after the Dai Gekateno whiff. Alright, let's see what our lovely dragon opponent has for us. Has he got anything at all? Is he gonna make a play? Here we go. Here we go. The game has begun. This is a extraordinarily standard open. This is extraordinarily greedy to summon out the Multi-Strike Dragon, Dragius, just straight up. But I'm guessing he probably has 2, which is why he's done this. Now, the issue is we can't actually punish this, which, like, really sucks, because I would really like to punish this. But we don't have enough normal summons. So this is the extent of our turn. We could have reduced his attack by 500, but that still doesn't do anything, right? Oh, it takes him so long just to draw a card. Is this like... I feel like this delay is longer than if you just had the voice lines on, right? Like, this is a, like... There we go, there we go. The greedy paid off. That's the most frustrating thing, is when people do, like, very clearly bad plays. But again, he had a card left in his hand, so he probably had another Dragius in hand anyway. At which point, keeping it in hand is arguably the greedy play. Right? If... It depends. If you draw another boss monster, then it's catastrophic, right? To leave a Dragius in hand, or leave 2 Dragius in hand. If you don't draw another boss monster, though, you can just sort your hand out. Also, it protects you from, like, getting absolutely bullied. It's like, it's a weird situation to be in. Weird that he would have a monster unless it's Sports Dragon. Imagine not 1500 vanilla beatdown for game. Oh. Okay. Righteous Dragon. I wasn't expecting Righteous Dragon. So here's double Dragius. I mean, we're going to have to negate attack this, right? I mean, this isn't technically lethal, but I know if I don't use negate attack... No, we're gonna negate attack. The issue is, again, this isn't lethal damage. So, like, we could have survived and kept that for the fusion. But going down that low so quickly just feels so bad. We don't have the option to use Daigakateno because we haven't normal summoned this turn. Which also really sucks. We'd have to get one off the top. Which, I mean, there's a world in which that happens. But then it comes down to, like... Right, we'll do this. We'll go... Bibrom. And we'll... Wait, do we have an insect in the grave? We do have an insect in the grave, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. Right, we'll go Mech Mantis. Activate Mech Mantis. I'll put this back. I probably should have done the mill first, really, but it's whatever. Then we'll activate you. Target this. Then we'll go Intruding Beetles. Send this to the grave, draw a card. Destroy this. Then we will Tribute 1, Tribute 2. Summon this out. I don't have you in the graveyard. Okay, that's fine. We can rectify that. Okay, now we activate Megami. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Summon this. Go to battle. Swing over this. Oh, 0 defense! Can you believe it? Oh, that was cheeky. We should not have won that game, everyone. We do not deserve this win. And that is exactly why we're saving the replay. Because every single game that we have saved the replay for has been unfair in one way or another. And has just been completely bullshit. Ah, oh, bro. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see if anyone's in here still. Ray's still in here. I mean, if Ray's actually here, we can try playing against Ray again. Like, we've kind of been doing like one ladder, one not ladder, one ladder, one not ladder. We'll give Ray a sec. If Ray is actually here, we can, we'll play Ray. But if Ray isn't here, we'll just go back on ladder. I'm playing Pokemon? Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, we'll jump back into ladder. It's a shame that, like, April Fool's isn't coming up. Because I could do a really good video where it's just a bunch of replays that are absolutely dog shit. Like, just memes followed by, like, you just enter in and, like, we could have had that guy that just summoned Avian in attack mode and then just passed his turn. So Rejo's Real Velgia. Okay, this looks like actual... How, by the way, how have we reached a 7 streak with this? This is a very standard opening hand for us. Oh, pardon me. Okay, sets a monster, sets another monster, sets a third monster, sets a back row. Passes the turn. Okay, so... I mean, I could summon this. I don't think I want to. I mean, maybe. We have to get our hand at least a little bit empty. Let's go Caterpillar, Caterpillar. We'll go Intruding. I think we're going to send regular Megami. We'll destroy this. So now it's like, do we go for draws? Or do we just go for, like, summon guy in attack mode? Because, like, Megami's going to get killed either way. These don't have a great chance at dealing with anything he's got, realistically. But, like, getting this my hand empty is probably worth it. The issue is, because he's playing Dark Galaxy, the chances that he just, like, outs this board either way is, like, so high. Oh, well, goodbye, Ancient Gigolem. You would have been really nice here, but that's fine. Right, Cataphract and Burst Gunray Lancer. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I would have played you more when I was on my break from work, but someone played a deck that was set past for 10 minutes and wasted all that time. Oh, that's a shame. We missed the only good one. Profiles and TCG standards for April 1st. Tier 0 insect deck. Meanwhile, you play like 2 to 4 insect cards in Dark Galaxy. Just play one. Just straight up, just one card. And make it an ant as well, like Antsgiving. Adds back the Pale Rider. So he had the option to take Elysium, and he chose not to. So his hand is already all bossed up. Globule. 1, 2, 3. Globule. Into the Requiem. Summons out the second Pale Rider straight up. Okay. 2 back row. Okay. He's gotten quite lucky for Dark Galaxy. Dark Galaxy obviously doesn't play many spell traps, so them being able to get that is already quite fortunate. I mean, this is not fantastic. Let's see where this goes. So we'll summon. We'll summon. I can use the skill. Do that. I guess we'll start with Caterpillar. Just discard this and see what we get. Now, nothing's really changed. We'll go Beetles. Discard. It's annoying that this is working out exactly like this. You could be an insect, and you could have your attack reduced. Because, like, I want to turn another one into an insect, but we can't do that with the cards that we have. Which means Megami is not going to get the pop. We can still get a draw. You can get reduced down. And then we'll run into his trap card because we lost the 50-50. Hey, okay. So he's probably got his own third Universal Storm, or maybe he's got his Avarice down. Something along those lines. It's got to be a normal spell card, right? Okay, Universal Storm is in the hand, so the likelihood then of that face down being either Void Corridor or Avarice are very, very high. Surely our lone Dai Gyakuteno Megami will survive here. He actually hit all 3. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't hit that one. Okay, he hit Requiem and Star Transfer, so he can take either one. Obviously perfect for him. Takes the Star Transfer, because he's, again, already got the bosses. Doesn't need it. Or Rice. I mean, yeah, it could be Rice. You are correct, Ray. Globule. Globule effect. So, we're going to get double bossed. Are we just straight up dead? Almost certainly. We are almost certainly Omega dead. Merry Christmas to all. Hello, Jesse. Merry Christmas. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're not getting double bossed. And it's only Elysium. Okay, it's what? 14, 3,000. Ah, it's 4,600. Boo. I mean, the extra 400 wouldn't have mattered. Why am I getting adverts? Go away, adverts. There we go. I just woke up. Well, good morning. Dark Galaxy, insect but better. I mean, it's just better in every way, shape or form, isn't it? We'll have a quick check back in here, make sure no one's like... Quantum Cubes is here. Okay, let's get beaten up by the world champion. How does that sound? There's no way our insect deck that went 7-0 on ladder is going to lose to the world championship. Who's only in gold 2 at the moment, by the way. Oh, we're going second. But our winning strategy is just always go first. Oh, God. I don't feel so good. Okay. Well, we summon. Tribute over it. We'll summon. Tribute. Activate. Summon. Go get him, champ. I believe in you, Gokibor. You can do it. Yes, Gokibor. No, not card restoration. My one weakness. Oh, no. Alright, there's no straight up maximum yet. So that is fine. Let me pass. It's the Great Magnum. Not quite. It's the Great Vulcan. Quantum just surrenders so he has time to make a video. The insect tier 0 beat the world champion. Could you imagine? I mean, I could just get anyone to change their name to Quantum Cubes though. Make that same, like, potential video. Okay, well, Megami is not long for this world. She's just dead. Gokibor is also dead. What, just go for 1,000 attack? Yeah, okay. I mean, this is fine. We kind of need to change his board into insects. That's like the next step. WCS leaves a mat. Ah, you're right. I mean, yeah, but I could just get Parko to do it, right? No, we're actually probably fine. Maybe. Alright, let's go Avarice. Let's just shotgun Avarice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I need ways to change him into insects, please, deck. How about those off the top? That's 1. I mean, it's a step in the right direction. Alright, we'll go Caterpillar. We'll go Fibron. We're going to activate Fibron. Yeah, you can be an insect. Welcome to Insect Town. We'll go Intruding Beetles. We'll discard. Oh, the top deck, baby. Biomech Mantis. Activate the effect. We'll put this back. You're an insect. Tribute 1. Tribute 2. Let's go, Megami! Christ! Ah! Alright, reduce. Set. Go to battle. Go get him, champ! No! We lost the 50-50 as well. Okay, it's probably just slime then. Could you imagine? Could you? I think we've actually used Megami's effect like to try and pop 5 times, and I think it's worked 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5 times. And it didn't even matter the order because it was neither of them were insects off the top. Right, so we know Quantum has 1 max piece in hand. I'm pretty sure he revealed 2 Karatake, so I think he's got another Karatake as well. We know the back row is most likely Slime. It doesn't have to be Slime, it could be Negate Attack, right? But it's most likely Slime. It's Siesta Torero. We're going to lose our back row. Rest in peace, Negate Attack. Why are we putting Karatake back on top? Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to shuffle the deck anyway. Ah, not my Biomech Mantis. Another maximum piece. This was the piece that was searched. Are we going to complete the minimum summon? Ah. I was so excited then. Oh, there goes the last piece. That goes back to the top again. Oh, that Quantum wondered why he sounded familiar. Neat. Oh. 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 We're alive. We out here living. Unfortunately, I don't think this hand actually does anything. We can make this and pray. Is there anything we can do? These two are completely dead. If we wanted the draw, we'd have to tribute. Yeah, there's no way we do that. So I think it's just set, set. Tribute set over this. Tribute 1, tribute 2, summon this. Go to battle, swing into this. I think this is the best we've got. Alright. Ancient Gear Golem in a dream. Let's go, baby! No! No! The world champion difference! The world champion difference! There was no way! Right, that's making the video, I think. That was a good one. Oh, bro. Oh, it's so sad. I just want Dai Gyakuteno's effect to work. I just want it to work. It has a 20% success rate for us. Other than that, it's actually kind of fun. I do like this deck. Like, I don't think it's a good deck, but it's fun. It's fun to play. I just want the gambling bit to work a bit more often. I wonder, because I didn't watch obviously all of Ray's games and ones yesterday, but I wonder how many times Dai Gyakuteno actually popped monsters when Ray wanted it to during the tournament that got him into top 8. I'm trying to build the insect deck, but Trader is not nice to me. Yeah, the Trader can be a fickle mistress, that is for sure. We'll set, tribute set. Set, and set. I think that's all we're going to do for this turn. That's what he does. 3. Yeah, but what was that? 3 out of what? Like, how many wisps did you get? Versus how many successes? Infinite D live. That should be just going to send. Yeah, okay. Pretty standard open. Only one monster's a little bit yikes, but that's not unheard of for this deck. I mean, do we try and get aggressive? We'll just die if he's got anything, is the issue. So, like, part of me is like, we should just leave everything face down and wait until he makes a play and counterattack. Or wait until we find trap cards, but that's kind of boring, is the issue. Do we just play it boring? Do we play it boring? Alright, let's play it boring. Let's play it boring. Let's see how this goes. Because, like, if he has a negate attack back there, we flip everything face up. Then, on his turn, it's not unfeasible that he could just OTK us. 5 probs. Okay, so I mean, you had a lot better percentage success than we did at the very least. I don't think we get aggressive until he gets aggressive, right? I think we wanna like parry him. We wanna meet his aggression with aggression. I think if we go aggro first, we'll just lose a bunch of life for no reason and potentially get OTK'd. Especially when we don't have any back row to like really protect us. Right, tributes for the Psychic Upper, activates the Psychic Upper, gains 800. Uses these two together, brings back the Prima. Oh, we've spotted. Listen, first off, right? We're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime card game, right? I don't think it's much of a stretch to think everyone in chat is a weeb. Oh, okay. Oh, we're gonna jump check? I mean, that's fine. The issue is the amount of life points this guy's gaining. I don't think I can, like, chunk him down from, like, 10,000. You just... Wait, why? What were you worried about? Like, even if that was negate attack, that's still not worth it. This is so weird. Well, there's intruding beetles. I guess we go for it, right? But we can't... Right, we'll go... Mech Mantis. No, we shouldn't have done Mech Mantis. Should have done the other one. The other one, Papillon, was always the... What Papillon? It's even called. We'll reduce this down. Change its type. Then... Actually, before we even do that, what I should do is do this, I think. We'll go Intruding Beetles. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. Okay. That was a good one to hit. Now we're going to Tribute 1, Tribute 2. We'll summon out Fibron, which again, this should have been the Mech Mantis, but we did it in the wrong order. I guess I want you to be an insect. Yes! Eat shit and die! Change this back to attack. We'll set this. Activate our skill. Reduce. Go to battle. Do I just swing at it with this just to get Papillon off the board? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. We'll swing with this. Okay, he has got a delay. Goes for the buffered. Okay, so we'll see if he's got another delay. No delay. Okay. Was that worth it? You took 2,000 damage to not take 3,600 damage. So you saved 1,600 life. So I guess you could look at that as a trap card that just said mill the top card, gain 1,600. Hello, Icy. Welcome on in. Never be caught dead watching a children's card game anime about multiple cases of mass human genocide. Rather watch a mature anime about children's card game and mass human genocide. Too many to name. I wish there were more card game anime, to be honest. Ant Rebellion game. There's no actual Ant Rebellion here, unfortunately. But welcome on in, Icy and Globe. Hope everyone's having a lovely time. It's been nice to watch your stream, Icy. You went through this like large period where I just couldn't watch any of your streams because they were all in the middle of the night. But the one you did the other day, fantastic. Okay, gain 800. Activate the fusion. The issue I actually have right now is Gokibor is going to be stuck on the field. I think there was like so many different ways I could have played this. So, is this... Okay, so we can use this whenever, so that's fine. The issue is going to be getting another one out. So I need a double tribute monster. We have 3 double tribute monsters left in the deck currently. I think we're just going to negate attack this. So we need a double tribute, and then we need another Silkworm or Mech Mantis. I mean, we can still get there. Intruding Beetles. Discard. Ah, boo. We didn't find it. I mean, we can still clear this, but, like, it's not as fun. I don't think actually milling does anything beneficial for us. So we're just going to... Tribute 1, Tribute 2, Summon. I guess I should have done this first, actually. Especially since I knew kind of what was coming. We'll go Combat Beetle. We'll go Battle, swing over this. Swing over this. Get him 15. Alright guys, we've got him under 6,000 again. We've got him under 6,000! Yeah, got to some earlier for sure. They're just EU friendly. Oh no, we've turned on Roman pick by a hundo. Oh, the sadness. Okay, adds back Psychic Upper. I don't think we... I mean, we could get OTK'd here. I don't think we're... No, I don't think we're going to. I don't think we're going to get OTK'd. I think we're going to lose our 2 bosses, though. Which isn't even, like, the end of the world. Heck yeah, 5. Congrats on the 5 streak globe. Okay, we're going to go back up to over 6k again. Drop the fusion. Combine the 2 together. 2 cards left in hand. So, easily just bring back Prima. Boost up the attack of both. Clear both my guys. What are the last 2 cards in hand doing? Okay, we are bringing back the Prima. So we're going to clear my whole board. Have you already used Avarice is the question. Yeah, Avarice has been used. We potentially just, like, stall them out. It'd be kind of a lame way to win. And it's not guaranteed to work. So he draws 5, clears our board, draws 1, clears our next board. So we'd have to lose this board. Then we make another board of 3. So we would have 3 cards left in the deck, which means I can't afford to play any cards. So we just pass. Right, so we have to just hope that our deck is like 6 normal summonable guys. I could check. I'm not going to. Oh no, he's got start! Oh, this was the one thing we didn't want to happen! Okay, we are probably cooked. I don't think we could have won anyway, though. Like, alright, best case scenario. We summon out Daigateno, pop both of these, get an extra draw, right? First off, that wouldn't work anyway because we couldn't change his type. So we wouldn't be able to do that anyway. So we would just literally summon this out, reduce this attack, clear over it. And then not really do anything. Yeah, the thing that sucks here was he just had 1 more card to refill. If he didn't refill and our deck is 6 normal summons, then we actually could have won this. But I don't think there's a way we can win now. Like, we'd have to have like double Mech Mantis, which is just not happening. I don't think this is going our way. We could mill ourselves out. Oh, it doesn't even work because we need another insect. That's so funny. Okay, so Insect Rampage doesn't do anything. It lets me shuffle cards back into my deck. Behold my power. I mean, at this point, it does not matter whatsoever. We'll put these 2 back. Behold. Fibron is now big. Tribute sets. End the turn. Right, maybe he'll just give us the homie turn, right? Maybe. Just cheat, pull a card, and a card Revy out of nowhere. Oh, could you imagine? That's all we need. Just one Revy would win us the game. Now, give us the homie turn, bro. Come on, Usagi-chan. Nah, you gotta... Homie turn. Homie turn. One draw. Ah. Alright, that was a pretty good one. Do we save that as a replay? Maybe. I think we do save that as a replay, no. I think we do. Of course, we're still in this door room, so we can't actually do that right now. But, I think, everybody, that is going to be it for today's stream. We had a lot of fun. We covered all of the new news. We covered a lot of like actual OCG news is kind of what we covered today. We took a look at the new speed box. We did quite a lot today. We looked at the new mechanic ritual summoning. And we did play some insects, which is a mean deck. Obviously, today's games weren't taken too seriously. We didn't think the deck was going to be particularly strong. The deck actually did better than we thought it was going to, which is quite nice. But we will be back again on Boxing Day on Thursday in 2 days' time. There won't be any tournaments on, or at least there won't be an Angel Cup. So we won't be live and out earlier like we would usually. So we'll just be live at the regular time, and we'll be doing something. Maybe speed. We haven't done speed in a while, but we also might try and finish off Rush a little bit. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.